There we go. Yo, everybody, good to see you. I hope you're all having a good day. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized Moth. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams. And why is that thing still there? There we go. And today we're going to be doing, today is one of those drawing streams. We're going to be working on some of the supporter rewards from, we're going to be working on some supporter rewards from the last donathon, which is basically, at the moment, 3 sketches, well, technically 2 doodles and 1 sketch. There's another one there's a bigger project that we have to work on later down the road, but I'd rather we dedicate an entire stream for that one, because that one's going to be a big project. So, in the meantime, I hope you all enjoy your day, and I hope you enjoy your stay and all that good stuff. Also, we got to do one other thing here. Let's give a shout out to Sherbert. Welcome on in there, Sherbert. Good to see you there, Ryu. Good to see you there, Genie Prom. Hope you're all having a good day. And welcome on in there, Ivy. But yeah, folks, if you haven't checked out Sherbert, I highly recommend that you do. They play a good variety of games. It's a very chill time over there. They also do art and stuff. So, if you want to see a chill art stream, that's a good place to go as well. Whoops, wrong button. Back to this one. Where did that screen go? There's the screen. There we go. And we're all set. Where's my pen? There we go. Guess who's staying up super late to grab the newest console? Wait, what's the newest console? Is the Switch 2 out already? Hope you're feeling better. We're getting there. I still got to take care of a lot of other things. So it's, how do I put it? What's the word? It's like the eye of the storm. It's only going to get worse before it gets better. No, that's not the eye of the storm. Don't worry about it. My brain's still fried, but we're figuring things out. We're figuring things out. There's just a lot of obligated projects to work on. And I ain't got a lot of time to get, or I gotta, what's the word? I gotta put in more hours to get all of them done. But at the same time, I can't think. Switch 2 midnight release? Ah, fair. Well, then I'm wishing you all the best of luck on getting that Switch 2. Hopefully you get them before scalpers. As we already know, scalpers are going to go crazy on that console. Well, actually, would they go crazy on that console? Maybe. Maybe. Depending on how many people want to switch to, I want to say. Walmart opens at 7 a.m. Ah, best of luck with that one. Let me see. What on earth was I doing? Oh, right. So, as you can see, we already got one of our first prompts up there. Now, also, I need to check on one other thing. I need to remember what those goals were and what they were. Not so much the goals, but what were the incentives? Or incentive rewards. Where did I put those? They were around here somewhere. Was that it? Nope. Nope. Where did I put those things? I swear I had it set up, I had everything ready, and then all of a sudden, there they are. Okay, I'm just going to toss these over here so I can remember what they were. So one of them was a colored doodle, one of them is a sketch, and one of them is a colored sketch. And if there's time, well, actually, we probably... You know what? If there's time, we could probably work on the sketch for the custom art piece. Since, again, we only got to work on 2 colored doodles and a colored sketch. So there might be time. There might be time. We're going to find out. Scalpers would go for Switch 2? Yeah, I had a feeling that would be the case. GameStop? Oh. GameStop by me did a cool thing. GameStop can be cool? Since when? They took orders today for it, and you go after they get their inventory done at midnight to pick it up. Oh, okay. Oh, so you already have it set up. You already have it, you already have yours technically ordered in a way. That's good then. Most of the GameStops near me closed down. I can imagine. I mean, consoles, I don't know. It feels like consoles haven't been in the best of spots when it comes to their games. Not only that, but, you know, what happened with the PS5. I don't think that made things any easier for, you know, game shops or game stores. Like, how do you sell games to people who don't have the consoles? Or, yeah, how do you sell the newest games to people when they don't have the consoles? That's a tricky one. Alright, so let's get started with the first colored doodle. What Storm Psych over here requested was Lampy on one of those... what's it called? Let's see. Chinese Immortal Style. Let me look up what that is right quick. Because what they wanted was Lampy flying on a cloud, Dragon Ball style. Or like in Dragon Ball. Okay. Immortal Chinese style. I want to see what that looks like. Okay, they're just showing me clothing. You know what? Let's put art style in front of it. Okay, I think I get it now. I get it. I know what needs to be done. It's going to be tricky, but I think I know what needs to be done. Okay, so new layer. We're going to get this cloud. We're going to get our brush. We're going to put it at 0% sharpness, because this seems to be somewhat of the style going on. It may not make a lot of sense just yet, but I think I get the idea of the style here. First, we start with the yellow. Let's also shrink this down. Looks like cotton candy. Now it just looks weird. Like some sort of blob. I got an idea. That should do. And of course the dogs are barking. They never stop. I apologize, folks. All right, let me see. Most of the GameStops near me closed down. I'm just going to walk at 3 a.m. Oh, I'm just going for a walk at 3 a.m. Maybe have a chance to get one. Ah, fair, fair, fair. You got this, I believe. I don't even know if it's first come, first serve. Hopefully not. Also, yo, what's it called? Yo, Nanza. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. All right, give me 1 second. We're going to continue with the drawing here. We're going to get darker shade. Sketch in the lampy. Like so. Although, now that I think about it, why is Lampy using a cloud when he's got... I mean, to be fair, I guess it's the same way as why people use cars and other vehicles when, you know, they could just walk it. Like, you could walk it, but it would be easier and probably faster to use some sort of other form of transportation. So, yeah, I guess this is the same thing when you really think about it. Like, why use your wings to fly all the way over there when you could just use cloud? Am I right? That's my guess. And we add the other shape. Boom, there we go. That should be solid enough. I also just realized this arm doesn't work if it's all the way out there. So let's reel that one back in. And there we go. Now that we got that, now it's time to actually start adding certain features to, you know, give this shape a little more definition. But first, let's start adding some outlines. Now, I'm probably butchering the style because I've never tried it myself before, but we're gonna give it an honest shot here. We're gonna give it an honest shot to the best of our abilities. And if I sound like I don't have a lot of energy today, it may also be because I just woke up. So, that might be one of the factors. But yeah, how's everybody else's week? You made it to Thursday. You made it over the hill. You're right there. You're right around the corner. How is it going? All right, let me catch up with something. Yeah, it's paid for and everything. They did that to prevent scalpers and the like. They are only selling to people with GameStop accounts, and they keep the cards on file, and the system will flag anyone who tries to purchase a second one. That's a smart move. That's a very, very smart move. Because honestly, I mean, you're not going to be able to stop them all, but you will be able to hold most of them. You know, you'll be able to mitigate the issue. You won't be able to prevent it, but you'll be able to mitigate it. And you know what? Mitigation, it's a solution. It's, yeah, it's an action. It's definitely helping the situation, you know, lessen the issues. So, yeah, it's still a solution right there. Are you, Lampy? I am tired. My brain is fried. But it's been a very fruitful couple of months. Business has been really going. I got like I got one live 2D art commission. Another one's gonna be on the way in the next couple months. And that's going to be the next one that's rolling around. That's going to be a real big one. So that's a good sign. But because of that, I also need to get so many things out of the way. Along with a, how do I put it? So I picked up an animation commission. This is what it's going to be. they wanted their character doing this dance. Hold on, we're gonna zoom in on this one a little bit. Zoom out a little more. There we go. Let's get the timeline window so I can show just how much work we're gonna have to be doing reels. So someone asked me, or yeah, someone commissioned me to get their character, their mascot, to do this dance. Looking back on it now, I'm starting to realize how much work that's gonna be. So yeah, that's basically two of the big projects. So it's going to be a while. Along with the other projects that I have to do on stream. That's why part of me has been trying to, okay, I'm on the fence on something. Because there's a lot of projects that I need to do. And they've been on the back burner for months. Literal months, almost years now. Okay, not almost years, but at this rate, it's gonna be years if I don't pick up the pace. And that's the issue that I'm having, is that I don't want someone to wait years for like one of those projects to roll in. Even if I'm trying to take my time with everything, I don't want them to wait years for that, so I might have to put in a couple more hours. But at the same time, that's putting more work on my plate. Along with everything else that I've been working on. I've been, the best way to put it, it's been a very, very busy week for this very, very busy bug. And sleep has not been any better, but we're getting there, slowly but surely, little by little. Also, Con, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth fleet. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're a Lampy now. No, wait, Moth crew. I remembered. We were trying to go with Moth crew now. Welcome to the Moth crew. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're a Lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Moth, where? You mean Wednesday? Why, what'd I say? It's going. Been drawing... Oh, been drawing Boo, personally. That's fair, that's fair. And I know that feeling. It has definitely been going. It has definitely been a thing. It has definitely been a going. You got this, though, there, Axel. I believe you got this. Also, I apologize that I feel like I'm ranting a little bit. But yeah, that's been the week for me. I think I just need more rest, which I don't have a lot of going on. But we're getting there, little by little. Yo, Nico, welcome on in. Moth crew or a lamp slave? Nah, we don't have slaves here. You wanna know why? Because I don't even want you folks here. Go home. Go home. Save your money. I've been telling people that all the time. They don't listen. Lurk? Alright, you do your lurking. And welcome on in there, Blobby. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Let's give a shout out to Blobby. If you haven't checked out the Blobby, I highly recommend that you do. Really awesome people. Really great stuff. Really awesome folks. They play a good variety of games, and they have a very, very chill streams. Very chill. And it's also at, well, depending on the side of the world you're on, it could either be late in the night, early in the morning, in the middle of the morning, one of those lines. So, yeah. Go check them out when you get the chance. Oh, let me see. Frame by frame, that animation would be okay-ish, but trying to do that in Live 2D sounds like... Oh no, that is frame by frame animation. 30 frames to be exact. So yeah, that one's gonna be a rough one. That's gonna be a really rough one. But picked up the job because I knew I could do it. So we're gonna get that job done. Okay, let's see. I heard of a funny analogy that Hiromi is... Oh, Hiromi is the new girl for this generation. Who on earth is Hiromi? You said you made it to Thursday. Oh, I mean, technically, I mean, it's late in the Wednesday, so You made it to Thursday. Today is Wednesday, but it's almost the end of Wednesday, so yeah. And for some people, it technically is already Thursday, so I'm not wrong. Let's see. Tuning in from the airport, has Moth Fleet gone to Moth Crew? Yeah, I'm trying to go with Moth Crew now because I realized there isn't really any theming of, you know, there's no real theming of military here. And even in the lore, there isn't really no theming of military here, so Moth Crew sounds like a better... It sounds more accurate now that I really think about it. And no, we're not going with Moth Cult. I don't care how many times you all say that. We're not going with Moth Cult. One of my emotes is about 22 frames. Jesus, which one is that one? Thought about the theme of the... Oh, not about the... Nope, we're not doing that. As I said. Okay, now let me see. So we got that one done. We got the doodle for... Yeah, we got the doodle done for Storm Psych. Lampy on a cloud. Oh, you know what we could have done? There we go. Lampy on a storm cloud. Or Lampy on one of those clouds. It's not the best of depictions of the Chinese immortal style, but especially since this is literally my first attempt at it, and it's a doodle. So, it's not the best, but you know what? Close enough, close enough. That's what matters. That we gave it a shot, and it is a doodle. So, that should be fine. All right, let's snag this. We're going to drag this down. We're just going to put the name right on top. Right, we also need to bring this back to 100%. Storm. Like. All right, let's see. So it's one in my Discord, a dancing emote. I'm actually in the middle of redoing it. Oh, fair. I'm gonna need to see that dancing emote later. Because I want to see what that turns out to be. Or I want to see how that turned out. Because honestly, that sounds pretty cool. It also sounds like it was a lot of work. How much work was it, by the way? Was it a lot? Was it a little? What are we looking at here? I'm tired. Okay. Now that we got that done, the next step is the one for Ryu. What was their request? Let me see again. We got Storm Psychs done. Next one is Ryu's, which was Colored Doodle for Nui Namers, about to start drawing in a tablet with a horror movie. Oh, right, before I forget. Okay, so let's put we need to put a giveaway time. I'm thinking 9 p.m., which is about an hour and a half. So let's put this. Traditional art giveaway. (9 p.m. EST). There we go. Okay, traditional art giveaway, 9 p.m. PST. Starts. There we go. That should be good. We're gonna put that, then we're gonna pin that, and it's gonna be there till 9 p.m. Then we start doing the giveaway. And for those of you that don't know what a traditional art is, don't worry. I got a couple images to help understand what that may be. Or we could just drop this one. Here we go. If you want to know what a traditional art is, it's basically I draw that thing. I actually draw that thing on screen, no digital items, well, except for the camera and OBS. But yeah, we just draw it on a 4x7 canvas using ink and oil pastel. So if you want an ink and oil pastel art piece from Lampy, then feel free to join the giveaway. If not, that's okay too. But yeah, that's what we're working on. In 5 Namekian minutes is the next giveaway. Basically, it's going to be there in the next 30... Yeah, the next giveaway is going to be in 5 Namekian minutes, which means 30 years. This is good news. Alright. Grafe, I'm getting pretty fast at frame-by-frame animation, and that is the point. Oh, and at this point, I don't have access to things like Adobe animation software. So for me, it's Krita and stubbornness, and a lot of coffee. Honestly, fair. Hey, the fact that you're getting faster at that, that's a good sign right there. That's progress. Also, what on earth happened to Photoshop? There we go. But yeah, that's progress, and that's a good sign. Well, maybe not the stubbornness and a lot of coffee, but that's a good sign right there. Okay, so next step. We got to work on the next one, so we're going to call this one number 2. Work on this doodle. And so I think it's a cat with horns. I'm going to work on I'm going to use that reference. Unless there's a better reference, you let me know there, Ryu. In the meantime, I'm just going to use that reference. There we go. Now, let's get started on the next step. So, let's get the color scheme. So, it's going to be purple hair and all of that. Oh, she's actually a dragon. Oh. Oh, good to know. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. All right, so first... Oh, I know how we can do this. I know how we can do this. Gonna go back over here. Snag the purple. Actually, you know what? I got another idea. We're gonna get the darker tones. Get the darker tone for the hair. We're gonna start off with that first. I'm assuming that's how their hair looks. I'm gonna take a wild gamble at this. Let me go back to check. Okay, so hair there, hair there, hair there, and hair there. Now, the reason why we're doing all of that is for a very specific reason. It'll make sense once we're done. We're also going to add lighter shades to it as we go along. But for right now, that should be good. Also, give me 1 second there, folks. I will catch up to the reading soon enough. But first, we got to get project. I also realized that I just spaced out for a second there. Yeah, I definitely need a break. You know what? You know what? As soon as we're done with the rat model, like I said, as soon as we're done with the rat model, I'm taking a break. I don't want to, because there's so many other projects I need to do, but I know I need to bite the bullet on this one and just accept, like, okay, just rest for a week, take a break from it all. Come back later and I'm like, no, but I got so much to do. But I gotta do the thing. Yo, Bugo, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. As well as you there, Mr. Gallium. How things be? Hope things are going well. Let's catch up with Serene. I saw you had these as comms as well, Lampy. Looks really cool. Wait, what did I have as comms? What I do? Like, here are my previous animated emotes, and I'm redoing. Oh, those are the ones. Wait, with the little bouncy one? How many frames is the bouncy one? Also really nice stuff. When you say other reference, what is it you need exactly? Is there like a character sheet for... Yeah, is there like a character sheet for their model, for their design? Or is that the only image they have so far at the moment? That's what I'm saying. The traditional art? Wait, I had that as a commission? Wait, do I have these as commissions? If not, I should, now that I think about it. Also, let's give a shout out to Booga. Go check out the Rabugaki. They play a good variety. Or yeah, they started playing some games. They do the live 2D stuff, where they're learning the live 2D stuff. And they also do a lot of art. So if you want to see some art streams, if you want to see them do some learning streams, all that crazy stuff, go check them out. I highly recommend it. And really, yeah, just also overall some really chill streams and some very funny stories. If you haven't checked them out, I highly recommend that you do. All right, no official reference sheet just yet. Just a screenshot of her showing her chippy model and official art she posted. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm just gonna have to figure this out. Let me see. We'll roll with what we got. Okay, so it starts with blue and then... So we first need blue for that part. Oh, you know what? I got an idea here. Okay, actually, let me see which tablet is supposed to be... Okay, drawing in a tablet with a horror movie shown on the monitor. Okay, I got an idea how we could do that one. I know how we could do that. First, let's make the horns. Give me 1 second there, folks. All right, and I'm back. What you working on today, Lampy? Today, oh, right. So today, just working on some sketches, working on some doodles. Working on some sketches and some doodles from the reward incentives from the reward incentives from the Donathon last earlier this week. No, wait, that was in May. There we go. The Donathon, the reward incentives for the Donathon in May. That's basically it, as well as doing some giveaways. Also, I'm gonna be trying to work on the rat model on Friday, because I think Friday is a good opportunity. Because I think tomorrow I'm gonna try to continue trying to fix my sleep schedule. It's not gonna be easy, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Also, welcome on in there, Sweet Doll. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Lurk? Alright, you do your lurking, and I'm wishing you the best of luck. In the meantime, let's get back to the sketching. Let's get that blue. But yeah, for right now, we're just working on doodles. So, not too much work needs to go into these ones, but we do have a sketch where we're gonna need to put in a little more effort. At the moment, luckily, it's only like 2 of these. You know what? I forgot. Storm Psych also wanted us to send, or, you know, give a doodle away, so we could actually add one of those doodles to the giveaway at around 9 p.m. So, folks, if you wanted one of these little doodles, an opportunity is going to be available around 9 p.m. We're going to be doing a giveaway via Marbles, which is going to be 1 doodle and 2 of the traditional art pieces, kind of like this one. Or not a bit, well, yeah, kind of like this one, because it's not going to be this exact art piece, but you'll see it when we get there. There we go. I don't even know if what I said made sense. See, this is what I was struggling with yesterday. I was like, trying to explain the live 2D stuff yesterday and thinking to myself, did I even say anything? I need a minute. I need a minute to figure out my words. There's a nice method to fix your sleep schedule. Play ranked Master Duel, absolutely. Oh, and when your opponent combos on you, go to bed. You know what? You know what? I hate to say it, but you're right. Just play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Let the opponent combo off. Just sit there watching the combo, and by the time they're finished, you've already lost, fell asleep, and you woke up around several hours later. I should do that. Alright, so now that we got that part, we're going to add the tablet, whatever they're drawing. That's not it. I don't know what kind of tablet they have, but close enough. That should be good. Not quite the right time. There we go. Right, I keep forgetting. I need to add the shapes before I start adding any line art. Makes things a little bit easier for these doodles. But yeah, how's everybody else doing? How's the week? What are your plans for the weekend? I know it's only Wednesday, but... well, for some folks it's Thursday, but... you never know. Some folks might already have their plans ready. And I'm wishing you the best of luck. Or actually, you know what? What are your plans for the month? What are you planning? What are you working on? What are you preparing for? What are you dreading? You don't have to answer any of these questions if you don't want to. I just thought I'd ask. Alright, now that we got that, let's add here. Add that little line art doodle. There we go. Also, LA Cat, or is it Lock Cat? You let me know. Thank you for the follow, I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth Fleet, or the Moth Crew, and I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Alright, let's see. Is Yu-Gi-Oh! And Master Duel the same thing? It is indeed the same thing. And let me tell you, both of them are pretty rough to play. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not to say that you can't have fun with that game. It's just... it could sometimes be a rough experience. And I did rant on about this one once before, about how sometimes it's tough to bring in newer players, because those that are very excited for Yu-Gi-Oh! And want to show people want to show newer players what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is all about, they combo on them like Kingdom Come. And I don't think you want to overwhelm a new player by just comboing on them for 5 minutes. Sometimes it might work, but a majority of the time it just, they look at the game and just say, you know what? That was a thing. I'll take a rain check on this game. Which is an unfortunate circumstance, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Could still be a very, very fun game. If played sparingly. Like, I mean, to be fair, some folks can also have fun going ham. it depends on the people you're playing against. That will determine how fun or unfun the game's gonna be. If you like going full force, full throttle in this game, and you're fighting another opponent that likes to do the same, then you might have fun, or one of you just might not enjoy the game, depending on the situation. If you're both in the same competitive mindset, you might enjoy the game like that. If you like to play, like, you know, summon a monster, battle it out, have the other opponent summon a monster, play your trap cards and all of that, but the opponent is playing a competitive deck, it's not gonna end well. Or vice versa. Or let's say, you know, you want to fight, or you want to play against someone who's, you know, gives you a really good challenge, but the other person's playing a very, very casually, anime style, if you will, and you may not have fun with that part. It depends. Like I said, it all depends on folks. But that's also where the tricky part lies in this game. Some folks want to go ham, some folks don't, and sometimes you end up on opposite tables, and someone's not going to enjoy their run. But that's life for you. All right, let me see. Thank you for the posture check there, LA Kent. And yo, welcome on in. How you be? I hope things are going well. And welcome on in there, Dice. No liege. We are no liege. We are no king. There is no royalty here. I didn't vote for it. All right, let me see. And welcome in, Shao. How you be? Hope things are well. Hope things are good. Hope things are all fancy and stuff. All right, so we're going to get a lighter shade of the purple. Well, actually, we're going to get a lower shade of the gray. Add that. Although, since that one is a bit brighter, we should probably leave it like that, like so. Then we go back over here, get that color tone. There we go, close enough. Add a slight bit of the face so you can kind of see it there. Then we get that brighter shade of purple. There we go. I don't know how the hand works, so we're just going to go with purple right there. Add the hand right there. Add the pen tablet. Or the tablet pen. Yeah, there we go. Tablet pen. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a little off, but close enough. There we go. And now we need to add a monitor to one of these other sides. Right, we need to add more purple. And then we catch up to the reading as soon as we're done here. What time is it right now? I don't quite remember the time. There we go. And hand. Right, I gotta switch the earphones out. All right, let me catch up with some things, because that's a lot being said. Yo, Destroyer, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Let's give a shout out to Destroyer. If you haven't checked them out, I highly recommend that you do. If you're a fan of shooters, if you're a fan of Warhammer, V Rising, games like that, Power World, all that crazy stuff, I highly recommend checking them out. I highly recommend doing so. and everybody stopping by from Destroyer's stream. Also, give me a second. Need to switch out the audio here for a minute. And everything just died on me. Hopefully you can still hear me on that end. My earphones may have just messed everything up. You know what? I got an idea. Gotta switch that out. Okay, you can still hear me? That's a good sign. Because my earphones froze everything. It even broke the audio. There we go. Okay, we're back. But yeah, everybody stopping by from Destroyer Stream. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional... Wait, wrong one. Anyway, I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. We are working on some doodles for the folks that contributed to the Donathon in May. We're working our way through this. We got one of the doodles done. We're working on doodle number 2. Then we got to work on a sketch. And if there's time, which I think there might be, we're going to be working on sketching out one of the big... we're going to be sketching out one of the full art that we got to do. It's going to be a PNG and all of it. No, wait, no, not a PNG. It may be a PNG. I think it could also be a PNG. We'll figure it out along the way. When is the giveaway? 9 p.m. Why? Because I need time to prepare. I need time to prepare. Welcome on in there, Narisa. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. All right, let me catch up with some reading. Let me catch up with some things here. We go easy on the new folks in all games. Exactly. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players don't do that. They just tell them, all right, so this is how the game works. It's slowly but surely, like now that you understand how the game works, I'm going to activate my pot of extravagance. I'm going to search out these cards. I'm going to show you how Fiendsmith works. Like, what on earth is Fiendsmith? Where's Blue Eyes? Oh, you want to see Blue Eyes? I got that one too. All right, so we're going to activate this card at the end of the... after 37 minutes, they show you the full combo. Like, all right, your turn. Okay, so I'm just going to summon my monster. All right, when you summon your monster, I activate these cards for the next 5 more minutes. Like, hey, look, you want to just play Marvel Rivals or something? Like, what, you're not liking the game? It's okay, it's okay. It's just, I'd rather play something else that lets me play. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! All right, let's see. Played Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel online. Literally sat there for almost an hour for someone to finish their turn. I ended up just forfeiting the game because I got bored of waiting. Yeah, honestly, I don't blame you. Sometimes I, as someone who's played this game for years and still play this game sometimes, as soon as I see a combo going on for too long, I'm like, I ain't got time for this. I got work to do. Like, I don't care if I lose the game. I do care if it's taking them forever to kill me. It's like, look, are you trying to kill me or are you just trying to wait for me to live out my life? Because by the time you're finished with your combo, old age would have gotten me before you did. That's how I feel about these games sometimes. Alright. I like playing casual dirty. What on earth is casual dirty? In all card games. That's fair. Alright, let me see. If it's possible, when you draw the horror movie image, can it be a computer monitor and not the tablet monitor? Oh yeah, that was the intention. I was going to make a computer monitor. Although, I don't know how much we could really add to the computer screen, but we're going to try to figure this one out. Because again, it is a doodle, and now that it's on the screen, that will make it tougher. So I got an idea how we could work with this. Here's my idea. Here's how we're going to make this work. We just got to add that little knife right there. Actually, since this is supposed to be like a horror movie, the knife would be pointed down. Add that right there. There we go, close enough. And that should be good enough right there. And now we just add the little speech bubble. Now, what on earth was it supposed to say on that little speech bubble? All right, let's see. I need to start talking. I just realized I haven't been saying anything. Lurk. All right, you do your lurking there, Dice. Greatly appreciate you stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And I need to get out of my head. And welcome on in there, Spock. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Let's catch up with some reading. Let me make sure I caught up with everything. Okay, yeah, we caught up with everything. So let's get to the next step. Just gotta write all this down. Start drawing. Oh, speaking of. Okay, maybe this isn't I was gonna say speaking of, but then I realized this didn't really segue into it. But I was thinking about whatchamacallit. That new Elden Ring game. What's it called? Night Rain. And part of me wants to pick that up. But two big factors are keeping me from doing so. One of them is I don't know how long the game will actually, hold. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. It looks like a fun game. It looks like a really, really cool game. I don't know how to feel about its replayability once you finish off all the bosses. Which is crazy to think about because, all the other soul... You know what? I think that might be the situation for me. Like, it's... You gotta go through so many hoops and hurdles just to get to those bosses and replay them. And once you've finally beaten all those bosses, I don't know, I don't know. Me personally, it's just like one of those things where it's like, all right, got to all the bosses, beat all the levels, got it all done. Now what? And I've been seeing that people have been able to get through that within the next week or so. So I'm wondering, like, what's the game gonna look like at the end of the month? That's the part I'm worried about. Like, what's it going to look like at the end of the month? Like, is anybody still going to be on it by then? And if so, I mean, granted, there's still solo mode, so you could play it by yourself if you wanted to. But I heard that that one isn't quite balanced for solo mode. They want you to play multiplayer. I don't want to play multiplayer. Or I don't want to be forced to play multiplayer. That's how I feel about it. Like, I like playing multiplayer in these Souls games. I just don't like feeling forced to play it that way, if that makes any sense. Or the 40-minute run back. What time is it now? 8 p.m. So in 1 hour. But yeah, I don't like the 40-minute run backs just for those final bosses at the end. That's how I'm feeling about that game. but I really want to pick it up. I don't know. That's the difficult part that I've been having a lot of conflict with. Is that it's a Souls game, so I want to pick it up, but it doesn't feel like it's going to have the same replayability or longevity as the previous games. So I kind of don't want to pick it up. Plus, it's $40, and I'm trying to save. But I really would kind of, like I said, I'm on that fence. I don't know how to feel about it. And yes, we are putting what you think we're putting at the end of that one, because that is what's on the quote, is to put that at the end. And now we're done. We got it all set. Thank you for the doodle there, Ryu. We're gonna move on to the sketch for a sherbet. That is the next stop. And I got an idea how we're gonna make that sketch. So that's 2 down. Let's save. Because I forgot, we haven't saved this stuff yet. We're going to hide those 2 for a minute. We're going to go to the sketch. Also, Sherbert, was that you that drew this one? Because whoever drew it, it's a really nice drawing. Did you see the Sony State of Play today? No, I haven't seen that one. What does it look like? Or what happened there? What's the situation with Sony? It's good things, right? Good things, right? I'm really hoping it's good things. Did you see? Okay, so I saw that one. Thanks, Lappy. Yeah, no problem. Also, thank you for the hydrate there, Spock. I just realized I never did the drink. I'm also trying to think, what else was I working on? Because I know there were other projects I was trying to figure out. Oh well, when it rolls around, it'll roll around. New 4v4 Marvel fighting game. Arc System. Oh, Arc System Works. Oh, I see. Yo, Noobles. Welcome on in there. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Good to see you again. Welcome back. Let's give a shout out to Noobles. Because if I'm correct, they did the streaming. If I'm correct, I seen you do the streamings. So go check out Spicy Noobles. Yeah. I forgot how to say things. How do you know? That's a good question. That's a good question. Which I would answer, but ads are rolling in 30 seconds. In all honesty, I just checked. I just see, like, oh. Let's see. Who are these folks? Let's find out. And then I see, like, oh, they stream. All right. I don't get ads. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, I usually just check, see, like, oh, these folks stream. I want to make sure so I can shout them out in the future. And if they do, awesome. If they don't, that's okay too. I also have a bug model as well. You got a bug? I gotta see this bug. And welcome on in there, Easy R. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Hope things are going well. It's okay? Oh, that's good. That's good. No, it was another artist by the name of Mimira. Or Mimira. Ah, fair. Either way, it's really good art. Alright, so let me see. So from what I last remember from this one, it was supposed to be a sherbet fighting off one of those blast fishing ships. And I think that's the one with the dynamite. So here's how we're going to work on that one. Let's get the sketch. We're going to call this one 3. Good to see you. Likewise there, buddy. Likewise. Love insects? That's awesome too. Let's give a shout out to Stumbling. Thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. How you be? I hope things are going well. And everybody stopping by from the Stumbling stream. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football size Moth. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. We are currently working on some doodles and sketches for the reward for the, yeah, we're working on sketches and doodles for the reward. Yeah, supporter rewards. That's the words I was trying to figure out. I can never remember how to say words, but I hope you all enjoy your day. I hope you all enjoy your stay. And if you got to take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about raiding and running because that's what raids are all about. But if you decide to stick around, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. And folks, go check out Sherbert. Or not Sherbert. Go check out Stumbling. Apologies. A lot of names are jumbling my head right now. Go check out the Stumbling. They play a good variety of games. Really awesome stuff. And if you would like to see a plushie model, they have one over there, as well as a Muppet. The Muppet's really fun. I really like that PNG. Go check them out when you get the chance. I highly recommend it. And how was the Ace Attorney? I hope it was good. I hope it was good. I hope it went well. All of that crazy stuff. Oh, let's see. Also have bug models as well. A Burb Lady? Ah. Yeah, today we usually start off with the regular bird, and then if someone redeems it, like Sherbert just did right there, then the bird switches out. But before the bird switches to the true form, they do this one thing right quick. They do this one thing. They steal Ryu's card. They fly off of it. They fly off with Ryu's card, DD Crow style. Why? Because it's funny. Alright, let's switch the bird out right quick. So, and I just realized I haven't eaten since 8 in the morning? Yeah, I want to say haven't eaten since 8 in the morning. Bork's in the background. Ah, the dog. Or yeah, you could hear the dog from here. Dang. Yeah, that dog keeps barking at everything. I can't get it to stop. There we go. And let me catch up with some reading. Let me see. But yeah, how was the Ace Attorney there, Stumbling? I hope it was fun. If my username is hard to say, call me Nick, and don't worry, everyone gets it wrong except for one streamer, and I'm doing good. Ah, that's fair, that's fair. Nick it is there, friend. Thank you for letting me know. Good to know, good to hear, all of that good stuff. Alright, I will try to remember that name. I cannot deny that the next time around, I might still say Easy R. Out of, what's it called? Not so much out of habit, but out of the fact that I don't remember words too well. Or I won't remember names too well. And that's a me problem. In all honesty, that's a me problem. Yes, love the plushie model. I'm glad to hear that. That's always awesome. Ace Attorney was great. It's my favorite game series. Ah, fair. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Also, I think someone either messaged in the Discord or... Oh yeah, it's just a message in the Discord. I could check that out later. Alright, let me see. Moving on to the next step. It's time to start doing some sketching. Also, I think I already said that part, but if y'all gotta take care of things, go take care of those things. You never feel bad about raiding or running, because that's what raids are all about. But if you decide to stick around, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. This is how you know I'm tired. I don't remember what I've been saying. So we're gonna hide these two for a minute. We need to make sketch number 3. Let's also get the eraser, make sure that it stays right there. I did not do that drawing of Kraken. Oh, wait, I already read that part. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Okay, so, yeah, I already did read that one. Oh, that's fair, that's fair. It's still a good drawing, though. All right, so, let me see. So, we got to work on Kraken design. We got to work on Kraken sketch. Bring that to 100. Drag the brush down. There we go. Gotta make some dinner. I'll lurk and vibe. All right, sounds good, sounds good. You go get that food, you go get that dinner. And I'm wishing you the best of luck. And I hope you have a good day. Better tomorrow. Great week. And again, I thank you greatly for the raid. And let me see. So, what we're first going to start off with is the sketching of the water. All of that crazy stuff. There we go. We're also going to start with one of these here boats. I forgot how the boat looks, but I think I remember a semblance of an idea. So we're going to make the top of the boat. Add that part, add that part. Something along these lines. This should look like a boat. There we go. Add the hull. Now, we're only working on the sketching of the boat to start off with, because this thing's going to get trashed. This boat's going to get absolutely wrecked. Because that's what Krakens do. They wreck boats. As for why they wreck boats, that is their own personal reasons. And there we go. So now that we got the sketch of the boat, what we're going to do, that we're going to crack it in half. We're going to take this section of said boat. We're going to rotate that sucker. Because we want to give it that semblance that, you know, it's being swatted. There we go. Let's snag this section of boat. Swat that sucker as well. Whoops, wrong direction. Rotate this. Drag it upwards. That should be good. Now that we made the full boat. And we're going to add a giant Kraken tentacle. But we're also going to give it some action motion lines to show that it's not just standing there. And in one way you could add those action lines is just take the regular shape and just add these rigid lines or these rigid shapes going across in the direction that you want it to fly. That can give it a little more motion, a little more action than just having a solid image. Really have it swing down. There we go, like so. And then we just got to add the figure in the background. But since it's a Kraken, and chances are it's probably going to be a stormy night, we're also probably going to be... What's the word I'm looking for? We're probably also going to add, you know, add a shadow lurking in the distance, rather than showing the full figure, if that makes any sense. Alright. Me at the dynamite fishing boats. Yo, Maryland. What on earth? You know what? That would be some Bloodborne stuff right there. Because I'm looking at that like, the what sort of beastly abomination? Yeah, it's a beastly abomination, all right. That's Bloodborne for you. Let's give a shout out to Mary Lamb. If you haven't checked them out, I highly recommend that you do. Really awesome streams, really awesome art, very hilarious. As you could tell from that one chat message alone, really funny stuff. Go check them out when you get the chance. Good to see you there, IC. Let's also give a shout out to IC. Also funny streams. They play a good variety of games. Easily bullyable. But with respect, of course. There's a Dratini animation? Hold on a minute. Where is this one from? Okay, I just heard food. I will be back right quick. In the meantime, you folks hang out with each other. Set the chat on fire in the meantime while I'm gone. All right, and I'm back. Great job on setting fire to the cat. Great job, more fire. All right, with that being said, let's catch up with things. Also, welcome on in there, Uno Raptor. How you be? Hope things are going well. Let's give a shout out to Uno Raptor. How was the... Yeah. How be things? If everybody's doing well. Let's see. Appreciate the shout out? Yeah, no problem. Yes, I'm easy to bully. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, no problem. Arson? Arson. Always arson. Always arson, no coal. Alright, so now that we got that section done, it's time to start drawing the figure. Which, I need to remember. How does the character look? Okay. You know what? Let's bring them in a little bit closer. Around here should be good. Maybe make the head a little smaller, because now that I think about it, it should be looming. This should also be Titanic in a way, but it would make things a lot more intimidating if it was Titanic and off into the distance and was still able to reach you from there, because that just means that you have no idea how big they actually are, and you have no way of reaching them. But the fact that they're able to reach you, I think would be a very intimidating situation, especially in the ocean. Especially near the sea. I could definitely tell you, as someone who's not a fan of water, I would never want to work on any sort of ship. Like, the moment I see those storms are terrifying to me. Like, nature in general is just scary. But storms? Ugh. I know. I ain't a fan of them storms. Lurk? Alright, you do your lurking there, Mary Lamb. And I hope you enjoy the day, I hope you enjoy the stay, and I hope you enjoy the stream. I don't do arson, I only freeze. Have you ever heard of freezer burn? Close enough. Okay. I hope you're doing well, Lampy. Yeah, so far, well, my brain is fried, but we're getting back into the swing of things. We're getting there. We're getting back into the swing of things, slowly but surely. How about yourself? No, wait, I think you already answered that. Maybe? I think you answered that. See, this is what I mean. My brain is fried, and I need time to sleep. I need, actually, not even sleep. I just need time to rest. But I don't have that time. I always got so many things I need to work on, so many things I want to work on. And there's not enough time for it all. So, I'm just sitting here like, I'll get to it someday. I'll get to it someday. Let me see the sketch again. Not that sketch, not that sketch. There we go. Well, actually, that's not even a sketch. Alright, let me see. Okay, I think I know how that works. Add those ears right there. There we go. That should be good. Add a little more of a sketch like so. Adding those arms. Add more shoulder. You know, not gonna lie, the fact that I'm able to draw these shoulders and arms without actually needing a whole skeletal base within the body, never thought I'd ever get to that point. I mean, granted, the anatomy isn't perfect, but the fact that I'm actually able to make some sort of semblance of an anatomy without one of those, without the skeletal frame underneath. Not gonna lie, I'm surprised. All right, let's catch up with things, because I missed a lot of stuff. Okay, let's see. Love this, like... Oh. Love this Eldritch level vibe in the scene. Yo, I'm glad that you like the Eldritch level vibe. I may or may... Actually, funny enough, I was gonna say, I may or may not have been playing too much Bloodborne, but I'll be honest, this ain't even Bloodborne stuff. Like, Bloodborne implies a lot of Eldritch stuff, but the Eldritch, you know, it doesn't go this far. Actually, no, I take it back. It goes further than that, because this is just the sea. Bloodborne's Eldritch abominations, they... Well, one, they're in churches, they're in space, they're in the sky, they're in an entirely different plane that we can only consider as a dream. So they're all over the place, in all honesty. Okay, the one storm Lampy doesn't want to see approaching. Oh yeah, most definitely. That's the one storm I don't want to see approaching. I'm not provoking that one. I don't want to see those dark clouds in isolation. Like, I don't want to be on a boat. Like, the moment it's on a boat... Yeah, nah, because I've seen videos of those storms while people are on boats, and that boat is rocking like nobody's business. Like, it is rocking like crazy. And these are not even, like, small... You know, they're not even small, dinky little boats either. These are, like, video footage from, you know... Video footage from, like, aircraft carriers kind of boats. Navy boats. Or, you know, Navy ships. Naval ships. There we go. Literal naval ships. And they are rocking left and right, and it looks like they can turn over at any moment because of the waters, and I'm just thinking... No, 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 no. I am... No. Absolutely not. No. Yep, no. Which sucks, because I hear there's a lot of good money in going into those, what's it called? Not cruise ships. Well, actually, cruise ships. There's a lot of money when it comes to cruise ships. Convoy, or not convoy. What's the one where they, you know, they deliver merch overseas? I'm trying to remember. What's the term for that one? Let's see. Recovery time is important. It is. Cargo ships. There we go. Thank you. Cargo ships. Apparently, there's a lot of money when it comes to cargo ships. The only downside is you risk a lot going onto a cargo ship. Storms, pirates. Yes, folks, there are actually still pirates out there. They're just not yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum and all of that. They're running up there, guns a-blazing. So yeah, there's a lot to worry about, and the possibility of, I don't know, maybe there's a possibility of an Eldritch being coming around. You never know. And the worst part is, if there was an Eldritch being, and you don't know that, and you live to tell the tale, no one's gonna believe you. Like, yeah, this thing, 30 stories tall, I swear it was the size of a skyscraper. Came down, wrecked everything. No one made it out alive. I was stuck out there for 3 days. I was lucky enough that someone showed up. So you're telling me 20-story skyscraper thing wrecked your boat, and you're the only one left? Yes. I think you've had enough to drink. I'll tell you when I've had enough. And yeah, it's something like that. So yeah, it doesn't really I feel like that's the worst part. Like, you know, you may know the story is real. You may have been the one to live through it, but no one's ever gonna believe you. No one's ever gonna look at that story and say, yeah, we gotta go find that giant abomination out there. Like, we gotta go find out what on earth this 20-story tall thing in the water is. No, someone's gonna look at you like, Did they also shoot laser beams and all of that? No. Why would they shoot laser beams? Oh no, you just said that a 20-story creature came out of the water. Sounds like Godzilla. Also sounds like you had too much to drink. Like, it's not Godzilla, I swear. Even if it was Godzilla, no one's gonna believe you. Especially now, no one's gonna believe you. Actually, I realized this is a silhouette. We don't need this part. Alright, that part should be good. Now that we got that section done, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna snag this entire thing. Actually, no, I just realized here's how we can handle this one. So we got that sketch done. We got all of that. We're gonna add these dark clouds and isolation. That's right, we're still going on with that joke. And I gotta catch up with a lot of the reading. Okay, let's see. What are you working on today? To answer your question, what we're working on today is two different things. We're working on, well, we're working on the whatchamacallit, the supporter reward thingy. Yeah, we're working on the supporter reward drawings from the Donathon from May. And also, folks, we only have 3 that I could think of at the moment. If you supported during the model reveals / Donathon last weekend, or yeah, last month, on between the 16th and the 18th, and you believe that you may have reached one of these incentives and would like a sketch or a doodle or whichever spot you reached at that point, if you would like to, if you would like one of those and you supported it at that time, feel free to message me and I will work on that one later on. And welcome on in there, Animu Stemo? You let me know. How you be? I hope things are going well. How is stuff? So far, my brain is fried. And we're getting a lot of work done, so that's a good sign. But yeah, let's add that sketch right there. Oh, let's see. But yeah, my dad used to work in fishing boat. He told me about how rough the seas are. I can imagine. These are very rough out there. Actually, I wouldn't know how rough the seas are, mostly because I never went out there, and I don't plan on going out there anytime soon, so if someone says, yeah, the seas are rough out there, I'm like, I am definitely taking your word for it, because I'm never going to go find out myself. I think my favorite thing about being deployed is once you get out a ways, just looking out and seeing no land, that was actually so calming and serene. Really? I didn't know that. I mean, I guess if the boat's not rocking and there's no storm, it does look, I wouldn't be surprised. I could imagine it just feeling like very calming. Okay, let's see. Well, yeah, almost all world goods are transferred on ships from one end of the world to the other, or have parts that are. True. So that's why I could see like a lot of good money in that cargo job stuff, with also a lot of risks. Okay, now that we got that part, I did say this was going to be a colored sketch. So here's how we're going to color this sucker. New layer. Let's get some dark blue. This should be close enough. Yeah, I want to say that's close enough. Okay, so now that we got that, let's get some brighter shades of blue. Slightly brighter shades. Just a little bit. And we're just going to drag this thing all the way across, and then I will catch up to the rest of the reading soon enough. But first, let's add the color in here and the color in there. We also need to add we still need to add some other features to Gerbert's character, so we're not quite done there just yet. But we also need to add a lot of the water. A lot of the water splash, if anything. Add all of that right there. Go like crazy. And again, for those wondering, this is a sketch, so we will be taking some liberties and, adding, some simplicities to it. And we will try to get the design to the closest that we possibly can. But when it comes to the shading, we might take some leeway on it, just a bit. Just a bit. So there we go. Add all the splashing over there. Add some water splash over here. Add some of the parts flying around. We also need to add a bit of fog later. Let's catch up with some of the reading now that we got a lot of that done for the boat. We might change up the coloring on the boat a little bit. But yeah, let me see. Let's catch up with things. All right. There have been cartel pirates on the lakes along the US-Mexico border, not just the ocean. True, true, true. There's a lot of pirates a lot of places. The fact that no one is going to believe you is why Ned Land's... Oh, let's see. Ned Land's had a whale of a tale to tell the lads... I don't get it. All right. Hi, how's stuff? Ah, fair, fair, fair. Feel free to butcher my name, or yeah, butcher my nickname. It's a mistake anyway. Ah, what's the actual name supposed to be? Also, welcome on in there, Jimmy. How you be? Did you hydrate? That's a good question. Thank you for the hydrate there, Jimmy. And thank you for the save review. I don't remember how long ago the save was. But there we go. Okay. The worse the merrier. True, true, true. Wait, which part are we talking about? Once you get out past the ocean... Oh, once you get past the ocean shelf, it's actually... It's actually really quiet and very little noise out there so far. Oh, okay, that's fair, that's fair. It also sounds slightly terrifying now when you mention it that way, like... Yeah, there's almost no sound out there, like... That sounds very serene. It also sounds slightly terrifying. But you know what? That's fair. And welcome on in there, Alice. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Do you ever draw with a lighter shade of pale? Actually, yeah. Sometimes we get a lot of pale. Alright, let's see. This reminds me of a few pieces I did in negative space, meaning I started with a black background, only drew silhouettes. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now. Also, let's give a shout out to Alice. There we go. Go check out Alice the Orange Spirit. They play a good variety of games. A lot of that stuff. And we just finished a commission for them not too long ago. We worked on this project here for them. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. We just finished this project for them. They requested a forest wolf, forest fox, and not gonna lie, this was a fun creature design. Hadn't worked on creatures in a good while, so working on another one. That was an awesome time, or yeah, that was an awesome project to work on. Oh, speaking of which, you know what? I'll get to that story in a little bit. But yeah, go check out go check out Alice. Let me see. Okay, let me catch up with things. Ned Land's is a character from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and that was the lyrics quote from the Disney movie. Oh, I didn't see that movie. Okay, the original nickname was Unmu Horror, but my pal mispronounced it as Animu, and I just instantly went, I'm changing my name to this, and blame it all on you. That's the best way, that's the best origin story ever. I'm not even kidding, I'm not even joking, that is the best origin story ever. That's the best way to go with naming conventions. Like, without a doubt, like, if anything goes wrong, or yeah, when those sort of situations pop up, like, you know what? Just for that, that's my name now. That's your fault. That is awesome. That is honestly awesome. All right, so we're going to add a little more there. Add all those splashing shapes. All right, there we go. That should be good. Let me catch up with the rest of the reading because I saw a few things. All right. Oh, thank you. How's you doing, Lamp? My brain is fried, but we're getting there. Today's a lot better than yesterday was. Yesterday, I honestly couldn't think, which sucked because I really wanted to work on that. I really wanted to work on that live 2D model, and explain the process. But I don't know if I made any coherent sense. I hope I made some sort of semblance of sense, but I feel like I went a little too... I don't know. I just honestly don't know what... That's the best way for me to put it. Honestly, I don't know what happened. That's cute. No, I'm glad that you like it. Got compliments on it from those I sent it to. That's glad... Or yeah, I'm glad to hear that. That's good. That's good. Nice, 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 nice. I might go soon, sadly. Still gotta figure out a proper outfit for a double character. Kinda struggled with it so far. Nah, no worries there, buddy. The fact that you decided to stop by it, the fact that you decided to stop by at all, that means more than you could possibly imagine. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But yeah, either way, I hope whatever it is that you gotta do, or I hope that character design or, character outfit thingy that you gotta do, I hope it goes well. You got this, I believe. It may take a couple of tries, but you got this. And always, always, follow your gut instinct. If your mind is telling you one thing, but your gut is telling you another, follow your gut. Even if your brain says, you know what? Nah, wait, you know what? I might not be, what's it called? I might not be thinking this through properly. Follow your gut. Or what Toucan Sam used to say back in the day, follow your nose. I mean, I know he was talking about cereal, but you should still follow your nose. If something smells fishy, then there's probably fish around. And if it looks like a duck, sounds like a duck, smells like a duck, then it's probably trolling you on stream. Ryu. Anyway, let's get back to the project at hand. Oh, whoops. Wrong layer. Gonna add all that. Let that there. And that should be good. Oh, right, going back to it. Since we were talking about character, creature designs, and all of that stuff. Slow flutter, slow flutter. All right, wings out. There we go. So, speaking of character designs, funny enough. So, old friend that I've met through doing this stream and stuff. They messaged me one day. They asked me like, "Hey, so I got a commission idea, but I wanted to ask, do you draw anything other than humanoid? Do you draw anything other than humanoid creatures?" I stared at that for 5 minutes. Take a wild guess why I stared at that for 5 minutes. But yeah, I obviously I answered them properly, but when I saw that, like, do you draw, yeah, can you draw something that, or yeah, can you draw non-humanoid characters? I was just looking at it like, remember my avatar's a bug, right? Although to be fair, most of the commissions that I do take, they're usually a lot of humanoid creatures, a lot of humanoid characters, so I can understand where the question came from. I could definitely tell you there, folks. If someone ever gives me the option, like, okay, so I need a monster design, can you do that? Oh, you have no idea. That is my bread and butter right there. That's exactly what I told them right there. Like, instead of telling them, you do realize you're talking to a bug, right? I just told them, like, that's my bread and butter. What's the job? I got this. Easy. Like, if I don't have to draw a conventional face, or if I don't have to draw a humanoid face, I got this one. No problem. Also, I don't know if the song track stopped, or... yeah, the song track just stopped. That's what happened. All right, let me catch up with some things, because I feel like I missed some stuff. They were a little random, but made sense. That's fair, that's fair. I'm glad to hear that at least, because, yeah, I always worry about that part. Like, is what I'm saying getting across? Am I making any sense? Like, I'm okay with I'm okay with saying something that people don't agree with, but I just want to make sure if I'm making sense. That's all that's the one thing I really care about. Like, are my words getting across in some way, shape, or form? Like, what I'm saying processing or processable, or is this like, what on earth are you talking about, Land? Like, so long as there's at least that, like, okay, I get it. Like, so long as there's that sense behind it, then that's a good sign. All right, let me see. My gut frequently takes me to the bathroom. I just realized what that was. Really? Really, Sherbert? I don't know if that was a pun or if that was a legitimate statement. It's hard to tell, but why do I get the feeling that that was a pun? Okay. Was at the store, and when getting Twinkies, I was looking at cupcakes and combined the words. Let's just say my friends were laughing for 30 minutes for it. Okay, Twinkies and cupcakes. You mix those two words together. Okay, it was either cuppies or twink cakes. I'm putting my money on the latter. You have any grapes? No, but I got a gun. So keep on stepping. I'm actually surprised. It took this long for the gun to come out. Alright, let's see. Oh, I called them kinkies. Totally not the direction I thought it was gonna go. But you know what? Fair. Honestly, fair. I could see why they were laughing for 30 minutes. Roll with it from now on. Roll with it. Like, if you don't want if you don't want to live that one, or yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? If you want them to live that one down, or if you're trying to live that one down, just call them that from now on. Like, both options. Just say, oh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some kinkies. There you go. They're gonna look at you funny for a second. Just own it. All right. Well, if you say so, I already figured out the way. Oh, I already figured out a way to smelt the twins together. The object to tie the color to basically a gimmick object, which will stand out by the means of color in the gray shade art. Colored static was a good call too. Ah, fair. Wait, what were you making? What were you working on? If you don't mind me asking, if it's too personal, I completely understand. You don't have to answer that question there, Animu. Not the duck? I know, right? Monster designs are fun, a lot of variety and possibilities for something solid to consistently contorting body horror, like in Look Outside. I love the way they did body horror stuff. Yes, exactly. I 100% agree with that one because what my favorite part, and I always talk about that whenever I'm working on monster designs, even if the monster design is already predetermined. Like, I'm going to show you some monster designs right quick because I've worked on a good set of monster designs and I've also, drawn some fan art of monsters. And let me tell you, my favorite part, especially when you're working on, original monster designs, that's some of the most fun parts because it doesn't matter. Just let the project roll. Let the project roll, let the project do its thing. This one, for example, don't care about the anatomy, don't care about how it's supposed to look. The fact that when you make those art pieces of monsters, and that's the best part of making monster designs. They don't have to be perfect. If anything, the lack of perfection is what makes them look even better. Hence the Necromoth over there. But there was also another design over here. Let me show you. There was also some designs where I was commissioned to just make monster. And this one here is one of my favorite set of designs right here. Let me see. You know what? We're just going to snag all three of these ones. Because this person, they basically only told me, like, the description of the monsters and just let me roll with it from there. And that would be these three right here. So, we got Rot Dog. I forgot what the details they said that they wanted from the dog. They just said that they wanted the dog to just be drippy and all of that. And I thought, drippy dog, gotcha. I got an idea. Let's make it melt. And that was one that was one design right there. Then they said that the other one, they wanted it to be some sort of plant-based design. Creepy crawlies? Yeah, exactly. One of them was supposed to be a plant-based design. And so they wanted humanoid features on the plant-based design, but they wanted it to be, they wanted human features, but they didn't want it to be humanoid, but they did want plant to be involved. So I was like, all right, I got an idea. We're going to add like 4 legs. Oh, they also said they wanted some sort of centaur design in it as well. So I was like, all right, centaur design. But change up the design, or yeah, change it up a bit. Don't make it a conventional centaur. Make it a horror-based beast. And so I thought, okay, one of the best things to do about horror monsters. Make them asymmetrical. Make them anatomically incorrect. Make someone look at the design and say, everything about this is wrong. That's the most fun part about making monsters. Hence the reason why the arm is on the back. And that there's a shriveled up shoulder. That hand is somewhat okay. It's elongated. Also, 2 different rib cages. As well as the legs being behind the back. Some of the legs being on the second rib cage. All of that sort of stuff. That's why I looked at it like, oh, I get the opportunity to draw monsters. This is going to be fun. And then last but not least, they just wanted a giant slime monstrosity with a hand for a jaw. I was like, I know exactly how I could do this. Not gonna lie, this one was the most conventionally simple out of the three. Not gonna lie. Mostly because they already had like an idea in mind of what they wanted. So I just had to put it together. But this was a lot of fun. That's why I like making monsters, because, again, when making monsters, let me tell you something. If this wasn't a monster, drawing those hands would have been a pain. That would have been horror. That's the true horror. Drawing anatomically correct hands. If I get the opportunity to draw hands that are not anatomically correct, and in fact is encouraged to make them anything but anatomically correct, I'm drawing those hands. Bar none, I'm drawing those hands. No ifs, ands, or buts. I am making sure those spider hands. Yeah, basically spider hands. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna try to catch up with a lot of stuff. I forgot to mention... I forgot to mention it all. A few days ago, I did a close-up sketch of a chaotic creature I ended up naming Hack. Could show link if links are permitted. Unfortunately, links are not permitted at the moment, unfortunately. Also, welcome on in there, Miss Puffles, how you be? I made alien designs, so that's dope. Oh, yo, thanks, I'm glad that you like that. And yeah, yo, you made alien designs? Nice, 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 that's pretty cool. Also, let me see. I forgot to mention... Okay, so... But I decided to try to make her a bit more stable looking. So, now figuring out the pieces. Oh, gotcha. True. Sometimes stabilizing the design is also a strong suit for that one. I did a pretty cool October sketch that was body horror related. Ooh. Did I see that one? I'm not sure if I saw the body horror related one. Did I see that? Creepy crawlies indeed. And welcome on in there, Umbra, as well as Almond. Let's give a shout out to Almond. Go check out that pitiful Almond. Speaking of horror, they play a lot of horror games. They scream at a lot of stuff. It's really fun over there. They also do art. Let's see. How are you doing? Hope you got some good sleep since last stream. I slept all day. I woke up in the morning. I slept all evening. I woke up in the afternoon. I fell asleep again. I woke up around 5. So yeah, it was a lot of sleep. Apparently I needed more sleep than I thought. Hydrate? Good idea. Thank you for the hydrate there, Almond. I greatly appreciate that. Make them ask how it can work as it goes all too fast and lethally. Which one does? Okay. That is literally what I would call human but spider. Yeah, basically. And it's also supposed to be the size of the Empire, not the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty. So, take that what you will of this, this creature. You remember that 20-story abomination that I was talking about before? There it is. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, there it is. That's your 20-story abomination right there. All right, let's get back to the drawings at hand. Let's also go to this point. Let's get a much darker shade. Because what I really want to do is bring it all the way back over here. Get that brush, put it back to 0% opacity. Click. Oh, wrong direction. Opposite shade. You know what? Let's get the overlay. No, actually not for that layer. Let's get the overlay for the brush this time. Overlay. Oh, it still worked like that? That's okay, that's okay. I'm gonna reduce the opacity a bit. Get that lighter shade of blue. Bring the opacity down, or bring the brush down, bring it back to 100% sharpness. And then we're just gonna add that outline again. Oh, right. I accidentally left it on overlay. Bring the opacity down one more time. Remove that, remove that. Opacity to that. Drag this blue across. Like so. And then that should be good. Maybe. That should be okay. Then we put the opacity back to 100. There we go. Now we're talking. We got the shading that we were looking for there. All right, let's see. I'm good. Nice. Glad to hear that you're good. No worries. I can get the no link policy. Yeah. We had too many people dropping in links. Like, even, the fact that you asked for permission, I appreciate that. I will say that much. I greatly appreciate that, because before I put the links policy, before I put the link policy there were some folks where they're like, oh yeah, so I worked on this, immediately dropped a link. Like, I didn't say you could do that. So the fact that folks have been asking, I greatly appreciate that now. Okay, let's see. Back for the giveaway. You're just in time, 4 more minutes. All right, well, time for me to bite the dust. See ya for some other time. All right. Thank you for stopping by there, Animu. You go get that, you go take care of what you got to take care of. And I hope you have a good day, better tomorrow, and a great week. You take care now there, buddy. And let's get that save. And not gonna lie, I think we're... Actually, you know what? I forgot. Let's go back over here. Let's get a lot more of the water in this direction. Let's actually get a lighter shade. Or not a lighter shade. Keep that one as is. Get our brush. Add a slight overlay over here. And let's actually make this one a little more gray. Slightly blue. And we're going to add that to the boat. To give it a slight sense of difference, so you could actually, tell that there's something being hit here. That's not just a bunch of water. That there was a boat here at some point in time. We're also going to add a little bit of red. A very, very dim red for the bottom of the boat. Because I remember I started hearing about this stuff about boats where they started getting... You add red, you add a specific paint to your boat to keep the barnacles from, latching onto your boat, or any other creatures from latching onto your boat. Glad you were able to get some sleep. Yeah, it wasn't intended, but it happened. Thank you for the hydrate. Speaking of links, sometimes Twitch thinks I put out links when I'm not. If the dot is right next to something else. Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, that's one of those things that you gotta watch out for when you're accidentally putting, like, you're typing, and when you accidentally, when you're typing and you put, put a period on something, and then you accidentally forget to put that space, it immediately thinks it's a link, because that's unfortunately how the mechanic works, is that it's something dot something. Let's see. Doing well. Allergies are kicking my butt. Oh, that's Homebro was asking. Gotcha. All right. Now what? Oh, now what in Poseidon taking down 600? Oh. Now what in Poseidon taking down 600 men is going on here? Oh, we're working on supporter reward sketches. Oh, I finally figured out the word. Supporter reward sketches for the Donathon last May. We got 3 of them done. We're doing about... Or also, the giveaway is about to start. For those of you that don't know what the giveaway is for, it's going to be traditional art pieces drawn by yours truly, requested, or based off of your request, within reason, of course. And this is an example of one of those drawings that you can get. This was last winter's... Yeah, this was the traditional art piece won by the last winner, which was Narissa. No, wait, there's another winner, but they haven't told me what they wanted. So, yeah, You can get a traditional art piece by Lampy. I will draw it on stream using ink and oil pastel, which means you get to see Lampy hands. Nobody cares, but anyway, that's still a thing. But yeah, we're gonna be giving 2 of those away in about, oh, it's 9 o'clock. So we're giving those away now. Anyway, let's get started. How do we do the giveaways? Same old way we always do. It's time to play some marbles. Now, folks, in case you're wondering, you don't need to have the marbles game. You don't need to do anything. All you gotta do is actually, you just need to do one thing, which is when the game starts, put !join, and you will get yourself a shot at winning those marbles. Or winning one of these art pieces, if your marble wins. So let's see. First, we need to change a few things. Open up marbles on stream. Indeed, open up the marbles. Now, let me see. We're going to go over to Twitch thingy over here. And we need to change the art category. I don't know why they changed it to that. Like, okay, I'm gonna rant a little bit. I don't know why they changed the art category item. It looks terrible. If you don't know what the art category looks like, it's just a very fancy frame with a landscape in it, and then it just says art with a period on it. The text on it doesn't even look good. It's just, go look at it yourself. You'll see what I mean. It's whose idea was that? Anyway, so I apologize whoever designed that one, but they didn't give you a lot to work with. Okay, let me see. So marbles. Marbles on stream. I gotta put done. The name has changed. Now it's time to start playing said marbles. And we also need to switch things out. Earn more with your RevShare program. What's this? What do you mean earn more? It says something about money. I'll look more into that later. We're going to close that for now. But it says apparently there's a way to earn money via marbles. I want to know more about that later. Also, we're going to give a shout out to Manexus right quick. Go check out Manexus. They play a good variety of games. Really funny times over there. And big supporter to the channel. We have worked on a lot of emotes, animations, a lot of even assets. A lot of stuff for Manexus. So if you want to see some of that stuff, go check them out over there. Really awesome, or regardless, really awesome streams. Really fun stuff. People are saying it's AI generated, but no one has actually cited anything on that. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's the tough part, because yeah, there's no proof on whether it is or isn't. So the best thing that could really be said is subjectively, it just looks not good. That's the best way to put it. All right, off to the games. Where is the game? Also, why is the model all the way up here? Let me fix this right quick. Where is VTube Studio? There we go, perfect. All right, let's get started on stuff. Let's get started on things. Yes, the bird's wings have been propped out because the bird's wings were too big. Oh well. Reappears perfect timing there, Raptor. We're doing some giveaways. All right, with that being said, let us start up with these marbles. Actually, we'll start up with the marbles as soon as the ad break is over. You clipped her wings? I'm trying to keep the bird from flying. Because that's if the bird can fly, that means I have trouble. Because that means they'll be able to, you know, kill me faster. I'd rather not get killed, you know? So, wing clipping time, am I right? Yeah. Sent the horror sketch? Alright, I will check that one out later. You look like you're being held. I'm being held captive, that's the problem. Send help. Alright. And I think the wings have been there for long enough, so we can bring those down. Makes things seem less cut. Alright, let's get started with some marbles. So let's go with a random random track. Let's go with race. Let's go with random. Splash zone. Okay, let's see how splash zone goes. All right, we're gonna put play. This is going to be for the first Doodle Redeem. Or not the first Doodle Redeem. This is gonna be for the first traditional art. The traditional art giveaway. Again, that is where I draw something based off of your request using actual materials. Ink and oil pastel. If you want to join this one, just put !play. And you will get your shot at, you'll get your shot at some marble games. Let's see, who do we got so far? Alright, we got Sherbert, we got Destroyer, we got Spock. Let me zoom in on this a little more. Let me see these names over here. Show me more of the names. Why can I not see names? Showing me a bunch of marbles, but it won't show me their names. Show me your names. Oh, well, I guess we'll find out who these are later down the road. What water slide? Oh, yeah. That water slide looks heckin' fun. It does, it does. Granted, I will say this part seems like a safety hazard, but these are marbles, so nobody cares. But that does seem like a safety hazard right there. Oh, I take it back. This is a safety hazard. This here is definitely a safety hazard. Put !play if you want to play through the safety hazard. Okay, that's a lawsuit. That is a straight up lawsuit. That looks fun. Potential safety hazard. Claustrophobia. Alright, so far so good. So far so good. We're just checking this whole thing out. And then, definite safety hazard. But yeah, overall, looks like a pretty fun time. Put !play if you haven't already. And we are about to start this race. I think this is plenty of time. Alright, we're going to begin. In 3, 2, 1, and start. We got 10 seconds. Let's see who we have in the race. We're going to see who's able to run through this. They can't sue. Oh, they can't sue it. They're marbles. True. No, but their family can. That's how you get a lot of lawsuits. All right, we got Spock taking the lead at the moment, followed by Umbra. Wait. Umbra seems to be holding the lead. Oh, wait, because of these loops, we don't know who's in the lead right now. We're going to find out later down the road. Is it still Menexus? No, Menexus is also going through a loop. Sherbert's holding right now. Oh, wait, Sherbert actually made it through above everyone else. But they are going very, very slow. They are stuck for a minute. Actually, I have no idea who's winning. Because we got Uno Raptor Mon up here. They are taking the big drop. Oh, wait, they might have actually made it before. Wait, hold on a minute. All right, so we got Umbra. We got Raptor. Will Umbra be able to make it there first before Raptor? Umbra has made it through, but what's going on with Minute? What the? This is the weirdest. Yeah, this is the weirdest race. Menexus slowly but surely making it through. Nope. We got Nerusa passing them up, getting stuck, however. Will they be able to make it to the end? We're going to find out. What was that? Thank you there, Timba, for the 100 bits. I greatly appreciate it. We're going to give we're going to give them a shout out right after. We got, wait, Umbra? What the? Where did Umbra come from? What the? I could swear I was following. I have no idea what just happened. I honestly have no clue. But, congratulations there, Umbra. You literally stole that one from Narasa. I was watching that one the entire way through. Like, it looks like Narasa's gonna win. I don't see anyone passing them up. I'm looking like as soon as Narasa drops, like, congratulations, Umbra. Where'd you come from? Congratulations, Umbra. You just won the first traditional art piece. If you would like, feel free to message me what art piece you would like drawn, and if you would like it shipped out to you, because it is an option to get it shipped out to you. You don't have to have it shipped out if you don't want to, but that is an option if you would like. And congratulations there, Umbra. I am sorry, Narasa. I legitimately thought you had that one. That ended... I honestly don't even know what to say about that one, other than I'm sorry there, Narasa. I legit thought you had that. Let's give a shout out. Or yeah, let's give a shout out to Lunar. Welcome on in. How ya be? Thank you again for the raid. You are just in time. We were playing marbles. We're doing a giveaway. We got 2 more giveaways to go, and everybody stopping by from Lunar's stream. Oh, right. Also, how was the art? I hope it went well. Everybody stopping by from Lunar's stream. Hi, my name's Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. Yes, the bug is the streamer. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those gaming... well, to be fair, it's one of those drawing streams, but it's also gaming stream. We are currently drawing some supporter reward drawings for the giveaway, or yeah, for the, we're doing some drawing reward arts for the supporters of the Donathon last May. And we're also doing some giveaways for that same Donathon. We just gave away one of the traditional art pieces. And if you wanted to know what a traditional art piece looks like, it's basically like that, where I draw something based off of someone's request using ink and pastel. Maybe even pencil if they wanted to. But yeah, there's all of that stuff going on. And if you would like to join in, we got the next one rolling on in real soon. Because we got to do 2 more giveaways. One of them is for a traditional art piece. Another one of them is for a doodle or a sketch. I don't quite remember which one, but I'm gonna try to look back in on that. But yeah, so if you want to check that out, this is your opportunity. Let's roll into the next race, which is... where do I find the next race? Oh, random track. What is the next random track? Oh, I remember this farm one. Do I want to play this one? I feel like I've already seen this one. You know what? We still got 1 more to go, so you know what? Let's roll with this one. It went well. Worked on a commission to mothify another streamer. Yo, nice. That's always good to hear. Always modify those streamers. But yeah, we're gonna go with this track. So if you want to join in on this, put !play. And you'll be entered into the giveaway. If your marble wins then you win yourself a traditional art piece on a 4x7 canvas. Alrighty then. Best of luck, everyone. Yeah. Also, if you have already won, you could still join the giveaway. You just won't get the prize. We'll bump it down to the next person. So if you still want to play in this game of marbles, you could join in without any actual consequences. We'll just move it down 1. Like, we'll move it to the next person if you would like to still join. But yeah, just put !play to join on the giveaway. And if you win, boom, you get yourself a 4x7 art piece based off of your request. And we're going to give that one at least another minute. In the meantime, I'm going to try to figure out... there was something I wanted to talk about, but I keep forgetting what it is. It's like there's something in the back of my head that I wanted to mention, but for the life of me, I couldn't figure it out. Oh, right, I forgot. I'm asleep, but best of luck. And all would be winners. Yeah, sounds good. Thank you for the raid. You go get that sleep, you go get that rest, and I thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope you have a good night, a better tomorrow, and a great week. And I'm not sure if I already said this for the raids, but if you gotta take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about raiding or running, because that's what raids are all about. But if you decide to ground, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. I fear that I would happen, or I feel what would happen if I stole another win from Narissa. It's fine. It's fine. If Narissa is in second place again and you're the one who beat them, we'll just bring it. Like I said, we'll just hand that one to Narissa because, you know, you already won one. But yeah, all right, let's see. With that, I think that one's plenty of time. And I think we're about to push the play button. In 3, 2, 1, and start. I was gonna say, just to spite them, I would have pushed, or I would put exclamation point play. Just because I think it would be funny. All right, let's see. Who is rolling on in? The marbles have dropped. Who is in the first place? Right now we have Narissa in the lead. Nope, I take it back. Spock is in the lead at the moment. Will they be able to keep that lead? They dropped real fast. They're holding that lead for now. But let's see how long that lead will last. Because as I've seen with these games of marbles, you could have the lead for God knows how long, but all it takes is that one moment to get stuck. Or someone to just zip through. And they immediately take your spot. Alright, who's in second? Followed by Uno Raptor. Raptor is in second. Spock is in first. But how long will Spock be able to keep that lead? I want to say they're holding pretty strong because they had a very strong start. There's a huge gap in between first place and second. Oh, but Uno Raptor is just flying through those pendulums. I take it back. They got stuck. Where is Spock? Spock is zipping through so far. Nothing standing in their way. They just made it past those little I'm gonna call them what they are. They made it past the little pegs. They made it past the circle. They're going through the loop. Where is Uno Raptor, however? Uno Raptor is making their way. They are stuck in the circle, though. How long will they be stuck in the circle? Who knows? Will they be able to make it past? They made it past that part. But where is Spock? Spock is already... Oh my god. They already made it past that weird turbine thingy. So they have a pretty strong start. Where's Uno Raptor, though? Will Uno Raptor be able to turn this game around? Only time will tell. Let's see if that thing's able to loop them. Oh, and Uno Raptor is gone, and I think Spock just won. Nope, Spock is stuck. Destroyers making their way downtown, walking fast. Wait, or is it Narissa? Narissa's making their way. Ah, they got stuck, and Uno Raptor, uncontested, made it to the end. Narissa was so close. I swear, that's just... I don't know what it is with Narissa, but they're just always, like, right there. Oh, wait, nope, Destroyer got second. Where's Narissa? Oh, there it is. There they are. Taking up third. I apologize. Nexus in fourth. Where is Sherbert? Sherbert is stuck. Let's make sure the fire isn't showing up yet. Okay, yeah, Sherbert's good. Now we just want to see, will Sherbert be able to make it across? Or will this little loop-de-loop be the end of them? I think the fire's showing up. Sherbert, run! Sherbert, go! Whew. We lost one casualty. We had one casualty. I apologize, and that is an unfortunate circumstance. But yeah, Spock, congratulations. You won the second traditional art piece. You now have, yeah, just as before, just like we said to Umbra, just message me what you would like, and if you would like it shipped out to you. And there we go. Now for one more project. We got one more race to go. So it's not a traditional art piece, it is still a... What is it exactly? Let me double check on this again. It was a $10 one. It's a sketch. You have the option, or yeah, you have the opportunity for a sketch of your very own. It's not a colored sketch like Sherbert's was, but it's still a sketch. So we're going to be giving away one more sketch, just for the heck of it. So if you want to join in on that one, feel free to do so. We're going to go to that random track. Let's see who wins this sketch. And we're actually going to be drawing that sketch on stream. So if you want any sort of sketch of your choice, this is the perfect opportunity. Put exclamation point play for your chance at a sketch upon your request. We got 3 so far. We got Suisse, We got Destroyer, Uno Raptor, Narosa, Menexus, Sherbert. We got a good number of folks here. We're going to give it at least one more minute, which gives me the opportunity to mention. So I finally got the cutting of the video for the second tutorial done. I already sent it. Oh, yo, Panda, you got to put exclamation point play, and you get your chance at a sketch. There you go, Panda. And welcome on in. How you be? Let's give a shout out to Panda. That's bug with food in their mouth. Or alright, that's the translation. Or yeah, to translate what a bug would say, they had food in their mouth. That just meant go check out Panda. They play a lot of fun games. Really funny times over there. Can also be very chill. If they're playing a horror game, it's going to be hilarious. If they're playing anything else, it's going to be very chill. And you should go check them out. If it's Fortnite, it's going to be funny. Go check them out. Really fun streams over there. And we're working on an animation for them, so look forward to that animation real soon. And by real soon, I mean, I don't know, sometime this month. Oops, wrong one. So, with that being said, I think it's time to start race number 2. In 3, 2, 1, and start. This one's for a sketch request. So if you want that sketch request, which we will be drawing tonight, we will have that sketch done by the end of the night. So if you want that sketch, or if you want to take time, that's okay. We can also work on something else in the meantime. I know something else that we could work on while we wait on that. All right, at the moment, we got Narosa in the lead. Will they be able to keep that lead? We're going to find out. However, they are followed by Panda and Uno Raptor once again. Narosa is holding a strong lead above the rest. However, there are some sticks in the way. Will those sticks be able to? Nope, those sticks held nothing. However, they are... Oh my god, they just got passed up by Uno Raptor. However, we also got a bunch of rocks. So that might play a major factor. That might do something. That might... Oh, hold on a minute. Nope, rock not in the way anymore. However, Uno Raptor seems to have gotten passed up by Menexus. Menexus has made it through. They made it past the rocks. Uno Raptor trying to catch up, trying to regain their lost lead, and they did. Menexus is stuck in the spikes. Uno Raptor just zooming our way through. Who do we got? We got Menexus in second, Narosa in third. Narosa closing the gap on Menexus. How long will that last? We're gonna find out soon enough. But where is Uno Raptor? Uno Raptor just making it past the loops, making it through the second loop. How long will they be able to keep that loop going? We're gonna find out. Oh, that's not even a loop. That's like an S. Like an infinity sign. Mobius strip, that's the word. I wish Suicidal won't win. Why would you ask? Or yeah, why would you hope that you don't win there, Suisse? Alright. Uno Raptor making their way through. However, a lot of these spikes are stopping them. They're being halted by sticks. Who is making their way downtown though? Narosa. Right behind them, Narosa is motivated. They are determined to get that win. Will they be able to do it, though? We're going to find out. Oh, they got stuck. And that just gave Menexus a chance. Hold on. Will they be able to close that gap? We're going to find out. Uno Raptor and Narosa kind of halting their own progress. Oh, hold on a minute. Menexus just taking the lead, but with enough momentum, that just might mess things up for them. We're gonna see. Menexus, so far, holding. But, wait, who's that? Oh, Uno Raptormon and, yeah, Uno Raptormon and Narosa finally catching up. They are trying to make their way. Uno got in your way? Possibly. Uno, it's between Uno and Menexus so far. Wait, where did Sherbert come from? Sherbert slowly but surely catching up. Maybe they might make the steal. You never know. Wait, Menexus has won. They have survived. Uno has fallen off the edge. Sherbert making it to second. Where'd all these other folks come from? I have no idea. Suisse. No, Suisse is dead. Who else is in third? Panda's dead. Who else is in third? Destroyer. We got that. Where's Narusa? Narusa making their way. They made it to third. Destroyer, you're the only one left. Can you survive this one? We're gonna find out. Will you live? They made it. But yeah, Manexus has stolen first place from Uno and Narusa. I swear, that keeps happening to Narusa. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, I lived. That's what's up. That's the spirit. That's the attitude. Because honestly, marbles? You could die at any point in marbles. Like, there was a time where I was just joining into marbles games with some of the, with some friends whenever they streamed. I could definitely tell you, I never lived. There was a lot of marbles games where I'm just looking at like, if I survive and actually make it to the end, that's a win for me. But yeah, I honestly feel bad because the amount of times that Narusa was in the lead, had that win, had the game, and then out of nowhere, someone else just popped up. But yeah, Manexus, congratulations. You just won a free sketch. If you would like, if you would like, let me know the details of the sketch that you would like right now. Or actually, message me the details of what you would like for the sketch. It doesn't have to be today. It can be today if you want. But if if you want to take some time to think about it, take some time to think about it. And congratulations to the winners. That was Umbra, Spock, which I need to write this down now that I think about it. So, congratulations to Umbra and Spock for the traditional art pieces. I'm going to write this down right now. Umbra and Spock. There we go. And congratulations there, Manexus. For winning the sketch art. And to those that may not have won today, don't worry, we got more giveaways probably in August. This month, I need to take a minute. This month, no giveaways this time, but we are real close to getting those Lampy plushies real soon. So, look forward to that. That means when those Lampy plushies roll on in again, you know what that means? More plushie giveaways. So that's going to be a lot of fun when that time rolls around. Let's change the game back to art. And let's get back to the drawings and stuff. But yeah, thank you all for joining in to the giveaways. That was a lot of fun. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, and I'm always going to say this. This is why I really like doing these sketch, or that's why I like doing the marbles I like doing the giveaways like this, because it's a lot more fun. You never know what's going to happen. And I kid you not, the amount of times that someone is in first place the entire way only to lose it at the last second. Unbelievable. More plushies means more opportunities to spam Etsy. Also true, also true. I mean, to be fair, we're also going to be dropping the rat model in the Etsy page, so we're going to have another model in the Etsy page. So for those that wanted a rat model, there's your opportunity. All right, let me catch up with a lot of the reading, because there was a lot going on. Lampy praying he don't have to do the hot dog sketch. I'm sorry, what? Oh, no. Oh, no. I just realized Manexus won. Oh. I'm gonna have to draw a hot dog sketch. So, can we just ignore that Manexus won? You know what? Let's just give that to somebody else. Hey, Sherbert, you want another sketch? Uno got in my way. Unfortunately. Sabotage? That's just bad luck. That's all it was. An unfortunate circumstance. Alright. You got this? Again? Yeah, unfortunately again. Sorry there, Uno. Alright, let's see. Hot dog sketch, let's go. Oh no. Well, I guess we know what I gotta sketch out then today. Welcome on in there, Fenrir. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Let's see. I was sitting here cheering for Narusa's ball the entire time. I know, right? This was like the third one. Like, that's the worst part, is that all three of those games, Narusa had the lead. They had it right there. And then for some strange reason, fate just was not on their side today. Oh, that's usually me. I just die off screen. Not gonna lie, same. Same. You just, like, find out, like, hey, where's Lampy? You see where you look for it, like, oh, he's dead. Understandable. Have a nice day. Also, thank you for the save. And thank you for the hydrate. It happens a lot where someone snipes my win. First time someone actually sabotaged my win, though. Honestly, fair. That is the first time. I've never seen an opportunity where someone... Yeah, I've never seen that situation where someone actually blocks the other. That's basically what happened. You got blocked. You got body blocked hard. Getting ready for that hot dog model. It's the beginning. It's the beginning of something horrible. Well, folks, look forward to that in the future. Be glad I didn't win. Just imagine someone asking you to draw a visual pun. But Spock, you did win. You won the traditional art piece. Which means you can actually make me use actual materials. Actual canvas, ink, and other, actual canvas and ink. Just to make me work on a freaking pun. I mean, to be fair, if it's a pun, I'm gonna look at it like, it's a giveaway, though, so I have no choice. I was gonna say, like, if it's a pun, I could just reject it. Okay, let's see. Information sent. I am very much worried. I am very, very much worried. Oh, that's the art piece that Chirper was talking about. Oh, nice. All right, let me go check the message that Manexus sent. They sent a photo of all things. Oh, let me see. All right. Okay, do not worry. Okay, so I just got the information. I was just told what to put. Okay, so one, I'm not going to show you what they sent because it's a sneak peek. So I can't reveal that information, but they just told me they sent me 3 messages. Hot dog sketch, but with the new model they made. They sent me the image of the new model, which I'm not going to show. And then they sent me the bouncing hot dog. Like their PNG of a bouncing hot dog animation. They just sent that one to me with the message, GIF, for funsies, because it's funny. Manexus, I'd like a few words with you. I just want to talk. Anyway. So, let's work on the next sketch. So we're going to call this one... Okay, so we're going to... Well, one, let's merge these together. Now we got Sherbert's sketch done. How you liking the sketch? Or, yeah, how you liking the sketch, by the way, there, Sherbert? I hope you enjoy. We need to make the new layer, because we need to make Manexus hot dog. Of all the people to win, I didn't realize that Manexus was the one I should have been rooting against. I'll be honest, I was rooting against no one in these races. I just want to see how they go, but I didn't realize that I should have rooted against someone. I should have rooted against Monexus. The traditional art is on how large of a canvas? It's a 7x4-inch canvas, so it's kind of small. You can fit in your... Okay, I wouldn't say it fits in your hand, but I want to say about 1/4. Okay, so Umbra, you watch a lot of Kamorian streams, so you've seen those big canvas things that they draw on. I want to say it's about like 40% of that. 40% of that size. All right, let's see. To be fair, I would have asked for a coffee. Oh, for Coffee Panda. True. But it wouldn't have been a Mountain Dew hot dog. I would have been fine with Coffee Panda. Monexus hot dog is probably Mountain Dew flavored. That's the problem. His is a cursed hot dog. It's so cool. I absolutely adore it. Nice. I'm glad to hear it. I'll also be sending all these images to... Yeah, I'll also be sending all these images. So 6x6? Not quite. It's more of a rectangle than a square. It's a little bit higher than... Yeah, it's a little bit higher with the... It's portrait shaped. That's the best way to put it. It's portrait shaped. Little does he know, this is only the beginning of something great. Nexus hot dog model, day 1. Oh, one day. The shishikis? Yeah. It's like 40% of the shishiki. Maybe 60. I don't want to say half because the shishikis are pretty big. I'm actually looking at one right now. I'm going to show that one during the... whatchamacallit? The traditional art stream. Because Komorian actually sent me a shishiki. Or one of those art pieces they made. Wait till you find out about the Flaming Hot Mountain Dew is my favorite flavor. Wait, the Flaming Hot Cheetos Mountain Dew. They didn't make a hot dog of that, right? They didn't make a hot dog of that, right? God, I hope they didn't make a hot dog of that. Because that's actually cursed. If they made a hot dog... Okay, that would be one of the most cursed foods I've ever heard. Hot Cheeto Mountain Dew flavored hot dog. Prepare to be afraid. Unfortunately, no. Thank God. Okay. I was hoping for the traditional... Oh, for the traditional piece, so I could request a stained glass Naruto piece. Ah, fair. That actually sounds like it would have been a pretty cool idea. That sounds like a pretty cool project right there. Sounds delicious? It does not. It does not sound delicious. Okay, so let me check something out right quick. Let me look at this let me look at the new PNG design. All right, so I'm looking at this. I'm looking at hot dog. So first we got to sketch out hot dog. Let's just first start with hot dog sketch. And then I'll look at the PNG and add the details there. This is new layer, and I put layer 3 instead of calling it hot dog. There we go. All right, let's add the sketch. Of all people to win, it had to be the cursed hot dog man. Of course it was the cursed hot dog. Alright, so there's hot dog. Next part of the sketch, let me find the rest. We gotta add the rest of the details now. Oh, let's see. If they didn't, Monexus will. I wouldn't be surprised if Monexus tries to figure out, like, okay, Time to mix some hot Cheetos with Mountain Dew and then turn this thing into a hot dog. Menexus, I gotta ask now, do you know how to make hot dogs? And if you don't, can I ask one request? Don't learn. That's my one request. I don't ask for much. But I just want to ask, can you not learn how to make hot dogs? Alright, let's see. There are Mountain Dew hot dogs, not flaming hot ones. Yeah, unfortunately, Menexus told me about that. Not even told me, they showed me the cursed knowledge. I now have the cursed knowledge that Mountain Dew hot dogs exist. And it's not even Mountain Dew, or yeah, it's not even like Mountain Dew branded hot dogs. Well, they are Mountain Dew branded hot dogs, but... Actually, no, I take it back. It's not even Mountain Dew branded hot dogs. It's literally Mountain Dew flavored. Branded by, Oscar Mayer. I don't know who convinced the people from Oscar Mayer that this was a good idea, but somebody heard the pitch and was like, that does sound like something people would want. And I'm just thinking to myself, when at any point did someone think this is a good idea? People would love this stuff. You know what? Now that I'm really thinking about it, I think I have an idea of how that pitch went. So, you know how there's a lot of people playing video games nowadays, right? You know how people play video games, right? Yeah. And a lot of people that play video games, they really like those Doritos and Mountain Dew. I've heard of such a thing, yes. What if we made flavors for those sort of folks? What if we made flavors for those people? You think it would sell? I want to show you some charts of how much people have spent on Overwatch. There you go. The amount of money people have spent on Overwatch, the amount of money people have spent on League of Legends, and all of these people like Mountain Dew. So I'd like to propose Mountain Dew flavored hot dogs. They'll fly off the shelf. What do they buy in these games? That's the best part. The dumbest things imaginable. They buy cosmetics for their video game. They buy the chance at a cosmetic in their video game. So they're literally throwing their money for a chance at nothing. You're right, these people would buy this stuff. Sold. Make it happen. I feel like that's how the pitch went. And whoever made that pitch, never make another pitch again. That's how I'm seeing this. Gross? Yeah. Said hot dog Menexus in question. Yeah, that's the Menexus hot dog right there. It's not plastic. Eating plastic is bad. Unfortunately. I wish it was a plastic hot dog. Little bit of Mountain Dew soaked in it. Oh, I know it's made of the random parts of animals, grinded together with a plastic coating, with a little bit of Mountain Dew. Oh, that part. Okay, then yeah, that part of the hot dog, I could imagine that being a little bit of plastic coating. And welcome on in there, Cam. How you be? I hope you're having a good day. Yes, Menexus is a wiener. Okay, market it towards stoners and you're golden. I mean, to be fair, same demographic when you really think about it. Like, alright, so these people, they play Overwatch all the time. They play all of these video games. They're living their lives off of Mountain Dew and hot chips or Doritos. You're right. That does sound like You're right. That does sound like the stoner diet, if you ask me. Or whatever else is in the fridge. So yeah, that's my guess. That's my main guess right there. You know what? I'd rather eat the battery than the hot dog Mountain Dew. Alright. Hot dog moth with with buns for wings. That is a cursed idea, but I'm actually kind of interested in that idea. Market it toward... Okay, so I saw that part. Now that I think about it, I should have requested a sketch of a hot dog lampy. I am so glad that opportunity is out the window. No refunds. We're not, no takebacks. No takebacks at all. Like, you can't have me switch it up. I'm already in mid-sketch. I'm already making the tail. It's too late. There we go. Add that there. Add the teeth. Before it's too late, time to continue the sketch before they decide, you know what? Maybe I could add this. Like, no, you can't. It's too late. Nope, it's all right. We're already drawing your character here. You can't take... Yeah, you can't switch it to a bug. Gotta make sure. Let's add those eyes right there. And the face. This is the life they chosen. I wish they chose better choices, but nothing that could be done about it now. Actually, no, I take it back. I'm glad they didn't make better choices, because apparently their idea of a better choice would have me drawing Lampy as the hot dog. So, you know what? Nah. We're all good. We're all set. Oh, wait, hold up. I didn't add it to this side. So there we go. Trying to make sure I got all the features. And yeah, my Nexus hot dog. There you go. I hope you enjoy. Why they look sad? I don't know. That's what I saw on the PNG. It's okay. They can always commission it later on down the... Or yeah, commission it later down the line. Don't commission it later down the line. Also, thank you for the hydrate, the posture check, and the stretch. And I hope you have a good night there, Destroyer. I hope you have a better tomorrow and a great week. And congratulations, you made it over the hill. Wednesday is over. 2 more days to go. You got this. All right. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Also, thank you for the giant emote there, Manexus. I greatly appreciate that. I don't know how I missed that this entire time. Let's see. I'm a simple man. I just need a high-end PC and good Wi-Fi. If I have that already, money would be trivial. Would also probably buy stupid stuff for the sake of it. You know what? I can kind of agree with that. Having internet, having a roof over your head, most specifically having a toilet and shower. I feel like those are the only 2 things. I feel like those are the only things I would really want in life. Just a good computer, a tablet, internet, electricity to go with that internet, and a bathroom. Don't really need anything else in the world. Okay. Who do you think you're talking to? I am cursed. That is also true. Speaking of cursed, let's give a shout out to Cam the Corky. We are almost finished with their art request with their viewer redeem, so look forward to that one. Intensely draws tail. Yes, drawing intensely, so it's too late. So it's irreversible. No more Lampy drawing. It cannot be turned into a Lampy hot dog. Okay. But yeah, we don't need to commission for it. Thank you for the other giant hot dog there, Manexus. Anyways, on that thought, honestly, fair. You already know? Oh, no. Great, I'm gonna have to draw a Lampy hot dog in the future. I'm not looking forward to this. As soon as Lampy opens comms. Oh, no. Why are they both in on this? Why do I feel like I'm gonna get a commission from both of them? Like, we want you to draw a Lampy hot dog. We want you to draw 2 different versions of the Lampy hot dog. Like, why? You only needed 1. Alright, let's see. Lampy, I'm repeatedly dozing off. Can you send me the info on the traditional art in Discord so I can see about it when I'm awake enough to not risk completely forgetting? All good. I'll send you the details tomorrow there, Spock, and thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. And you go get that rest, you go get that sleep, and I hope you have a good night, a better tomorrow, and a great week. You take care now there, buddy. Commissioning it makes it even better because then the actual money is going into it. Lampy has to put the effort into it. That's the worst part. It's okay, Lampy. I got you again. May your eyes be blessed. Stop sending the hot dog. Quick, everyone. Crowdfund the Lampy dog. We do not need to crowdfund a Lampy hot dog. Why do I feel like they're going to start demanding a plushie of a Lampy hot dog? Jesus. Oh god, I can only imagine. Like, imagine if I had to send that out. Like, if I had to talk to people about that one, like actually have to go to the shop. One last time for the road. Alright, listen here, you schmuck. Alright, so as I was saying, new goal? What new goal? Alright, let's see. Yeah, have Lampy in a hot dog suit with a not amused expression with a sign that says, I hate you all. Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate. No, hot dog. Makes Twitter post demanding Lampy hot dog. Stop demanding Lampy hot dog. New emote goal. Oh god, not the Lampy hot dog. I'm gonna put the same restrictions as last time. You want a Lampy hot dog emote? One day, thousand bucks. I have to draw a Lampy hot dog as an emote. Lampy made hot dog. Stop making it worse. Okay, let's work on this other sketch, because I need to start working on that one. Hashtag Lampy hot dog. Stop trying to make it a thing. Stop trying to make it a thing. With a cult, stop making it a thing. You know, every day I stream, I just think to myself, maybe there's a way to get out of this. Maybe there's a way out. Maybe I could just rebrand. Not tell anybody that I rebranded either. Just make a new account, make a new channel, make a new everything, and start over. Just be a pig or something. Wait, pigs are hot dogs. Be something that steers as far away from a hot dog as possible. And a maid. And a cult. There's a lot of things I need to run away from when it comes to this stream and stuff. What was I looking for again? Oh, right. I remember. I needed to see a quick design, right? Or I needed to see some details about something. Okay. Because there's a sketch that I wanted to work on, and we needed to start working on that sketch. So, new layer. Destroyer art. Okay. Make an image of this derpy blue dragon eating a piece of cake. Try to get some sort of white cocoa face on it. I think I have an idea on what I could do. So I need to make a blue dragon. So blue dragon time, let's roll. Also, welcome on in there, Wolfie Snout. The Lampy, the Lampy hot dog will follow. We'll see about that. Also, Wolfie Snout. Was that always your name, or did you have a different name? I feel like yeah, because I'm not exactly sure. All right, let me see. I'm gonna do it. Don't do it. Lampy hot dog cult. Dice came back from the lurking just to start stuff. I see how it is. Wait. I'm having a thought. Don't have thoughts. The cult yearns for the hot dog. We do not need a hot dog. See, Lampy already making connections. Trying to be a pig now. Pig hot dog. Or pig equals hot dog. We don't need that. That's why I'm like, you know what? Let me go with a different road. We don't need pig. Just be a shark. There we go. No, wait. Someone's already being a shark. Oh, are they? Actually, you know what? I can just be a shark like everybody else. There we go. Hot dogs don't care what they're made of. Yes, but I care what I'm made of, and I don't want to be a hot dog. Okay, let's see. Lampy made with Lampy hot dog holding a sign saying, "We matter too. Commission that from Lampy." No. I'm going to hide that commission. I'm never going to post it. The Lampy yearns for the hot dog suit. I do not yearn for the hot dog suit. I don't know where you're getting that one from. It's always been my name? Oh. Thank you for clarifying, and I apologize. I'll be honest, I've had multiple occasions where I'm like, I don't recognize that name. And then someone tells me, I used to be so-and-so, like, there it is. There it is. I thought I'd recognize something. So yeah, it was very hard to tell. But now that I know the answer, that's fair. I'm gonna try to remember that name. I'm gonna fail, but I'm gonna try to remember that name. That's the most important thing. Reposted and quoted. Wait, it was already posted? I did it? Oh god. Why? Why do I feel... I worry. I shudder. What's another word for that? There are words for that I am dreading. That's another word. I'm worrying. I'm shuddering. I'm dreading. Because I do not like that post was made, and now I worry that one is going to gain traction. That's the worst part that I'm worried about. Gun? Thank you for redeeming Gun. Yo, PT, welcome on in. Long time no see. Hope things have been well. Hope things have been good. Let's give a shout out to PT. How have things been on your end? I appreciate the attempt. Thank you. Thank you. Or I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, welcome on in there, PT. I get B. Hold on a minute. We just got to get rid of that. Go back over here. At the gun. No, wait. That didn't do the thing. Go over here. No, wait. Yeah, it did do the thing. Okay, let's go back over here. No, wait. No, it didn't. I am confused. Absolutely befuddled. Yeah, we're good now. All right. Thank you for redeeming Gun. And folks, go check out PT. Really fun streams over there. Hot dog suit yearns for you. I don't care what the hot dog suit yearns for. It ain't happening. Like I said, you want the hot dog suit? Same goal as before. You know what? Yeah. You know what? Tell you what. 3K is right around the corner. It may say 3K down there already, but we're not quite there yet. We're at like we're at like about 40 behind, 44 followers behind before we get to 3K. Once we get to 3K, tell you what, hot dog's gonna be on that one. And that's one more. We're one step closer to that 3K. Thank you there, Tetra Harmonic, for the follow. I don't know why it hasn't popped up yet. It'll pop up eventually. There it is. Thank you for joining the... Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Moth crew. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're Lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. But yeah, tell you what, when the 3K celebration rolls around, I'll put the hot dog, the Lampy hot dog, as a goal. And if we reach that goal, which I'm not going to make easy, if we reach that goal, I'll draw a Lampy hot dog PNG. I'll draw the Lampy hot dog. I'll even set it up as merch. That's how confident that I am that this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna happen. Because y'all ain't got it. Not anymore. Not like before. I know y'all are not gonna make it this time. I'm gonna make this goal impossible. So good luck there, friends. Good luck there, folks. Have fun with that. Alright, let's see. Thank you for the shout out. Yeah, no problem. It was Colt, but suit works fine too. Wait, what? Wait, what did Dice say? Oh, Lampy yearns for the hot dog cult. I do not yearn for that either. Alright. Man trying to draw, but the cult demands the hot dog. Hashtag Lampy hot dog. Stop making the hashtag a thing. Let me give you a dictionary and a fork so you can eat those words. Alright, Cam. I think someone needs to go to Skyrim. That's what you said about the Lampy maid. Yes. And I learned from my mistakes. This time I know how to get it done right. This time I know better. This time I know it's not going to happen. I know how to avoid the Lampy hot dog. I know how to make this not work. So just you wait. Yeah, we did it. We are slowly convincing him. We'll see. We'll see. Just you wait till you see how it goes. Then you'll we'll see who eats what words. Just you wait. That's all I'll say is just wait. Just you wait. We'll see who's eating what. Still gotta make it fair? I'm gonna make it fair. I'm gonna make it fair. Actually, who says I gotta make it fair? I don't have to do jack. Alright, let's see. I've only been here for 5 minutes, but something tells me we need the Lampy hot dog. We do not need the Lampy hot dog. We do not need a Lampy hot dog at all. Tetra just got here and they're already corrupted. Couldn't even make it work for one day. I corrupted on day one. What is wrong with you folks? Can't even have a normal conversation. Alright, let's see. Also, ad start in 30 seconds. We're corrupting the youth. You're corrupting the old as well. You're corrupting everybody. Stop corrupting people. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'm not reading that one. That's a whole pun right there. Okay, don't forget... Oh, don't forget hashtag Lampy hot dog. Stop making the hashtag. At least we didn't ask you to wear a hot dog hula skirt. That would be a weird... That would be a weird one. Okay, let's see. Worth it? Last stream I drew, we talked about cheese for 45 minutes. Honestly, fair. Oh, last stream I joined, we talked about cheese for 45 minutes. Oh, fair.
Hashtag Lampy hot dog.
No Lampy hot dog. They're using bits against me now. I need out. I need a way out. I just need to, like I said, it's time to rebrand. It's time to quote unquote retire. Tell them that yeah, just do what every other streamer does when it's time to start a new channel, start a new brand. Just tell everybody, hey folks, I'm retiring or graduating or whatever the terminology is. I'm gonna get going now. It was great. I'll see you all in the future someday. And then you just, then someone's gonna stumble upon like a very familiar voice like,
Hot dog Lampy cult.
Really? Yeah, it's time to do what every other streamer does. graduate, disappear, and then just join one of those idle agencies and have people question, like, is that who I think it is?
Dogs, Lampy moth dogs. What kind of meat's a Lampy moth dog? Uni 15.
Ah, that's it. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna go find out what it takes to audition for Hollow Stars. There we go. Wait, I wasn't supposed to say that out loud. You know what? You know what? No one's gonna know when the time arrives. No one's gonna know when the time arrives. I'm just gonna be like, well, I gotta get going. This was a good run, but you know, we all knew this wasn't gonna last forever. Blah 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 blah. You're all in my hearts. Yada yada yada. And then
Moth dogs is marketable.
Moth Dogs is not marketable. Lampy Idol? Well, it's not gonna be Lampy anymore. It's just gonna be some anime character from some sort of fantasy world. So yeah, no more Lampy. Yeah, that's totally the plan. And then Lampy Hot Dog will be no more. You know what? I think that's a win in my book. Heck, I'll join Niji if I have to. Actually, no. I'm not that desperate. I apologize to any Niji Sanji fans. I just heard how their work ethic is over there, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. I gotta tell Kumo that Lampy's gonna be an idol. No. Last thing I know. You know what? You can tell Kumo that. Just don't tell Kumo about the hot dog. Never gonna hear the end of. Jesus, if Kumo finds out about the hot dog, I'm already worried about what's gonna happen. I feel like they're just gonna pop up. The singing moth dog? No singing moth dog. Oh, right, for those of you that don't know what I was drawing here, I forgot to mention because I was distracted by y'all's depravity. So anyway, what was requested for the full art drawing was that Destroyer requested that we draw a blue dragon eating a piece of cake. It's one of their buddies, so they want it, and one of their favorite Pokemon is Fuecoco. It's from one of the later Pokemon series. They'd like for this character to have some sort of derpy face while eating the cake, and included one image of the Blue Drake, the Fuecoco, and some random Charmander, they sent a Charizard, eating something as a reference. You have complete artistic control on this one, since I'm not sure how to combine these. Alright, so I got the perfect idea for this. So, we're drawing a dragon, a blue dragon, eating a cake. The children yearn for the moth dog. We do not need a moth dog. Moth dog plush? We do not need moth dog plush. Let's see. The singing moth dog. We do not need a singing moth dog. Stop putting hashtags. Stop putting hashtags. How did it come to this? How did we get here? Audible gasp. You're right. First she enlightened me about that. Then I found out about another thing that's redacted. Now I need to enlighten her about the Lampy hot dog. Oh god. Moth sausage? That one sounds even more cursed. That one sounds like... I'm not going to get into details about that one, but that one... You know what? No. Both of them are terrible. Both of them are terrible. You almost got me with that one. Nice try. You almost got me with that one. But, no, both are terrible. I accept neither. If I had a choice between the two, I'd rebrand. That's my choice. I also see that pun there, Cam. I'm not reading that. Trying to figure out how to draw a dragon. Let me go back to that sketch, or that little doodle that they have. I got an idea for a little dragon over here. Because I want a derpy little dragon, and that's exactly what they're going to get. Very derpy little dragon. So that's the sketch for now. We're going to make the top of the head a little bit wider. Make it a little bit rounder. There we go. Because they wanted Derpy Dragon, and there we go. Derpy Dragon right there. Now let's make the other dragon foot. Boom, there we go. And I think this works. And we're good. And now I'm going to do the dreaded thing and go back to the reading and see what's going on over there. So we got our dragon sketch. Let's see, what on earth did y'all... Yeah, what sort of crimes did y'all commit now? Alright, let's see. With mustard. I hate that so much. I have missed so much lore. This is beautiful. This is not beautiful. Run away. And there's Kumo. I see Umbra has struck already. Go home, Kumo. Let's give a shout out to Kumo. If you haven't checked them out, I highly recommend that you do. They do the singing, they play a good variety of games, they do the arting, they do a lot of stuff. I'm on my way home. Dang it. Get off the phone. Get off the phone. You got streams to do. You got Paper Mario to play. You read it? Let's see. I have to go to sleep because it's 1 a.m. Good luck with the hot dog. Thanks, I'm actually going to need that one. And all right there, Tetra. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. You go get that rest, you go get that sleep, and I hope you have a good night. Better tomorrow and a great week. You take care now there, friend. Never forget about the Moth hot dog. Also, welcome on in there, Talus. How things be? Hope things are going well. Hope things are good. All right, I could get rid of this. This doesn't need to be pinned anymore. Unpin this message. This one's done. That one's been done for an hour now. Thank you for the save there, Umbra. I greatly appreciate it. That's a good idea. All right, there we go. Let me see. Let me see. Let's also give a shout out to Talus. They do the artins. So go check out the art when you get the chance, if you like. I finished it. I have Deltarune to play. Oh yeah, I saw episode 3 and 4 came out, or chapter 3 and 4 of Deltarune came out. I need to play that one blind. I need to see what's going on there. I haven't checked out anything about chapter 3 and 4 yet. I want to, but I need to keep that one. I need to try that one out myself. You know what? Forget Night Rain. I need to play Deltarune 3 and 4. That's what I need to do. Happy Hot Dog needs to be pinned. No, it doesn't. This is why I'm glad that I don't have mods. A mod would have pinned that hashtag. I'm so glad no one can pin that hashtag. That's the third one I got on. Okay, let's see. Wait. Is this robbery? Let me...
Worst possible Lampy eating a Lampy worst moth dog with ice snickles at an altar to welcome the cult. Less than, not going to ask for this. Uni 15.
Thank you for the bits there, Spock. Save your money. Also, I see you put that pun in there. Hey, Lampy. Need a new mod? No. I know exactly what you're planning. Let's see. I'm not streaming yet. That way, better being blind, I guarantee. Oh, true. If you play it off screen, no one can spoil it for you. No one can tell you, you gotta do it this way. Back off, Min. I've been trying to get that position for years, and you're not getting it either. Because I know you too would have pinned that hashtag. Maybe could use more mods. No, he doesn't. No risk, and I get the game just for me. That's also true. That's also very, very true. I think I remember you mentioning that a long time ago. Also, how about 3? No, I don't need any.
Lampy hot dog hype.
You use the bits at that time of all times. Thank you for the bits, Kumo. And Harm, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Let's give a shout out to Harm. And if you haven't checked them out, I highly recommend that you do. They play a good variety of games. They also do art. They also play the Yu-Gi-Ohs. So if you're a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, that's a good place to go. And everybody stopping by.
Hashtag Lampy hot dog.
Stop putting the hashtag. No one needs to know about that one.
Welcome to the hashtag Lampy hot dog cult raiders.
Stop with the hot dog. Also, Jiro Rico, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth crew. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're Lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. And going back to it.
Hashtag Lampy hot dog.
How do I get out of this one? How do I get out of this? But yeah, everybody stopping by from Harm's stream. I think I already said this part. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football size Moth. Yes, the bug is the streamer.
Hashtag Moth dog, hashtag Lampy hot dog. Peach salt tin, hashtag Lampy hot dog.
I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes live today rigging streams, and today I'm losing my marbles. And it's not even because of the marbles game we played earlier. I'm just losing my marbles. Welcome on in there. Geo, Harm, Specialist. Yo, Ajax, long time no see. I hope things have been good.
More bits to spread the word of the Lord of the Lampy hot dog cult.
Oh god, they already started the hype train. Stop starting the hype train. We don't need this. Hello? Yo, Speedwagon, welcome on.
Lampy Moth dog. Peach salt tin, hashtag Lampy hot dog. Bless be the hot dog Moth.
No hot dog. No hot dog. Stop with the hot dog. We don't want to break it. Wait, what happened? Nah, it's fine, it's fine. Besides, if the text-to-speech goes too far, I'll let people know. Don't worry about it. Anyway, let me see. I got 3 hours. I got 3 hour time in Portal. At least you got Portals going on. That's good, that's good. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that. Wait, Portal 2, Portal 3, which game were you playing? Portal 2? Ah, 3 hours in Portal 2. Wait, did you finish it? But more importantly, save your money. I've been working 2 jobs lately, but I've been alright. Ah, fair.
Hashtag Lampy hot dog, praise be.
At least it hasn't reached level... At least it actually hasn't successfully reached one of the hype train levels. Wait. Does that count as a hype train?
Salt 100, hashtag Lampy hot dog. Football-sized moth? Football-sized hot dog bun. You do the math.
Let's not do math. We don't need math. Wait, I think that does count as level 1.
We can change that, Lampy. Shall we hype the train more?
No. We don't need to. We can stop. Just let the 3 minutes pass. Thank you for the bits there, Manexus, Humo, Ombra, and Panda. But we don't need to do all of this. Y'all can leave it alone. We don't need to do all of this. Let me just go back to drawing a derpy dragon eating a cake. Let's add those, let's just add some candles on that. Yeah. Let me just completely ignore this hot dog stuff. Yo, Talis, thank you for the subscription. Since you subscribed, you have the option to add a message into the chat. This is the worst time for me to have said this. You have the option to add a message into the chat. Whatever message you would like.
Lord Lampy, leader of the hashtag Lampy hot dog cult. Peach salt 100, oops, it's a level 1 hashtag Lampy hot dog cult. Wow. I wanna put ketchup and cheese on my Lampy hot dog emoji.
I'm never gonna escape this hot dog, am I? First it was the barn, then it was the maid, now it's this hot... Then it was the cult, now it's a hot dog. What did I join into? A lot. Also, everybody stopping by from the harm stream. If you gotta take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about raiding and running, because that's what raids are all about. But if you decide to stick around, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. But I would highly recommend running away, because they're talking about hot dogs. Well, one more minute to go, and then it's over. And then I could be free. And then I don't have to worry about nothing.
The hot dog curse has left me and now adopted you.
Why? Why? Welcome on in there, Plague. How you be? Greetings, Great Moth of the Lamps. There is no Great Moth. Well, actually, there is Great Moth, but that's a Yu-Gi-Oh card, not over here. What's your favorite non-moth related food? Hamburger?
And what's wrong with showing appreciation for the lord of the #Lampy hot dog cult?
A lot. There's a lot wrong with that. I don't even know where to begin, but there's a lot wrong with it.
I'm suddenly hungry. What's the closest thing to a #Lampy hot dog in Japan? We can do this, chat. Next hype level for #Lampy hot dog.
No.
Great Moth dog.
No. Look, it's almost over. You can y'all can cease, y'all can quit. See? It's like 10 more seconds left. We're good. We're solid. We're golden. We could just wait for it to die out.
Level 2.
Nice try there, Ombra. Nice try, but no dice, no cigar on that one. And it's over. Whew.
So close.
You almost had it. But you played too far to the sun. Sorry there, Dice. You almost had... Or, yeah, sorry there, Talus. You almost had it. But yeah, going back to it. Talus, since you subscribed for yourself, you have the option to have the bird say one message of your choice. Within reason, of course. So what would you like the message to be if you would like to add that message? If you would like to add the message, just...
hot dog.
I think y'all broke the... yeah, well, actually, I don't even know if y'all broke it. It's just more so that the notifications have been rolling in really...
We would have made some grilled hot dogs.
And closer to the sun. Oh my god. Okay, in an hour? Nice try, but I'm going to be calling it real soon. But yeah, Talus, just let... Or yeah.
What's happening, but I want to feel included.
You know what? That's fair there, Ario. That's fair there, Speedwagon. But yeah, tell us. Feel free to add the message if you like. Just add it to the chat and let me know that it's the message that you would like the bird to say. And I will add it manually to the text to speak.
Dog raid.
Why, of all things, did you choose? I knew I was going to regret this. I knew I was going to regret this. You know what? It's the bird saying it and not me, so you know what? I'm somewhat fine with this.
I am forever the hot dog lord.
You know what? The bird can be the hot dog lord. I don't care. Let them be the hot dog lord. That ain't my role. Lampy hot dog? No. Pivot? Is that a Friends reference? It might be a Friends reference.
Moth dog raid.
Y'all...
How much we gotta pay to get you to say #Lampy hot dog is lord?
Which bird? That bird. Wait. Where is there another bird? Anyway. You can't pay me enough to say that. I am not saying that one. And I'm not putting... You know what? Just for that, just for all of this going on, I am not putting the option. When I got to do that 3K celebration, I am not putting the option of the chat giving y'all the option to have me post a message on the socials. I'm not giving y'all that option because I already know that's what's going to be said. I already made the mistake of giving y'all the opportunity to have me say one message, and I regretted that for a whole 2 days. I'm not giving y'all that sort of power. I'm not giving y'all that power.
You listen to me, you little moth. You are worth it. You are not going to deny that you are worth it. Stop living in denial. You are liked. You are friendly. You have friends. Now cut it out.
You know what? I was not expecting those words. Also, welcome on in there, Storm Psych. Hey, you're just in time. We finished off the Lampy sketch for you. But yeah. You know what? I am so glad that those were the words and messages that were sent from Storm. I thought they were going to jump onto the Lampy hot dog train. I am so glad. And welcome on in there, Storm. How you be? We know you enjoy the cringe. That's where you're wrong. I want to go home. Alright. On a more serious note, I wish I could enjoy hot dogs, but there's so little protein and so much sodium in it. Honestly, fair. That's very reasonable. I wish you could enjoy hot dogs too. Or at least that's what I thought. Like, after hearing all of this stuff that's been going on, maybe I don't... I am so glad they didn't add hot dog to that message. Also, Panda, thank you for the 9 months. I greatly appreciate that. That's such a cute Lampy. Yo, thanks. I'm glad you like it. But yeah, let me see. So these are the sketches that, or yeah, these were the art pieces that we've been working on so far. There was the sketch for Storm Psych, or yeah, the little sketch for Storm Psych. There was the little doodle for Ryu. The colored sketch for Sherbert. And now we're currently working on, oh yeah, the cursed hot dog for Menexus. This is what started it all. Drawing a hot dog for Menexus started this whole domino effect. That sketch came out really well. Yo, thanks. I'm glad that you liked that. All right, let's see. Let me catch up with a lot of stuff because I feel like I missed a good number of things. Okay, let me see. So there was hot dogs there. More hot dogs, of course there were. But yeah, welcome on in there, Plague. Hope you're having a good day. Let's see. I'd be good. How be the Moth? I mean, before this whole hot dog talk, it was a little better. But now I wanna rebrand. Now I want to find a way to escape. Gonna try to join Hololive. Actually, you know what? Hololive's worse. I know they're gonna find an even worse thing to bully me with over there if I tried. Okay, let's see. That sketch came out really well. Yo, thank you. Alright, let's see. When's the hot dog model coming out? There is no hot dog model. Not for me anyway. It's gonna be for Menexus. Best sketch I've ever received. No, it's not. Stop. Went on more adventures to collect a ton of bushes to start distilling for heating items or healing items. Yo, nice. Thank you for the posture check. Rebrand as a hot dog. I am not rebranding as a hot dog. Lampy has been rejuvenated by the almighty hot dog. No. Also, Lampy may rebrand as an idol. Imagine hot dog Lampy idol. No. The whole point of rebranding as an idol was to avoid both the Lampy and the hot dog. I would cheer for the best hot dog idol. It's not the hot dog. I swear, even if I tried to join Hololive, somehow, some way, people are going to recognize it and they're going to try to make the hot dog a thing again. Like, I'm just going to be sitting there like, I tried to get away from the hot dog. I went through all that lore stuff that they told me to play along with to get away from this hot dog. I haven't escaped the hot dog. That's when I graduate from Hololive and join a different group. Because I'm going to find some sort of way out of this. You could cook so many hot dogs using your antennae. No, I don't know. We're not cooking hot dogs. We're not dealing with none of that. Alright, let's see. I try to catch up some things. Hot dog bird, buns for wings, and ketchup mustard hair. See, hot dog bird, I can draw. That's gonna be cursed, but I'm okay with that. Lampy as a hot dog. I ain't being turned into a hot dog. You can't make me. Alright, let me catch up some things. Okay, let's see. You don't choose the hot dog chooses you. I reject the hot dog. Lampy, if you were in Hololive, I would be there, waiting, watching, ready for hot dogs in the barnyard. No. Also, Sprout, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth crew. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're Lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Alright. You didn't choose the hot dog life. You choose you. Y'all both are on the same wavelength. I swear to God. Both Manexus and Panda. They're on the same wavelength right now. Because they literally dropped the exact same message. Just with different words. Alright, imagine the rebrand into Hololive. And they hear about Hot Dog Lampy. And immediately decide to promote it and make it official. I swear to God, if I auditioned for Hololive, they heard about the Lampy and they decided, tell you what, we had a brand, we had an idea, we had a whole lore for a character that you could have chosen, but we like this hot dog idea. How would you like to keep your model, your whole thing? You join, keep everything, and we find a way to make this hot dog thing a thing. I'm just gonna look at that entire message and just message them saying, listen, I'll call you. And I'm just walking away from this like, I had one way out. All right, let's see. Let's just go with Australian democracy. Nah, we don't need no sausage. No sausage, no hot dog, no Lampy hot dog. And then ends up in a hot dog themed group. I swear to God. If it's a hot dog themed group. I wouldn't be surprised. Like this with this brand, this entire gen group that they have is brought to you by Oscar Mayer. Like I'd throw a fit. I'd throw an absolute fit. Like, you know what? I quit. Day one, I'm not here to end the contract. I'm out. It's not happening. No Oscar Mayer group. I am not joining this. You can't have me sing the Oscar Mayer song. It's not happening. Lampy Burgers instead? I'd be okay with Lampy Burger. It's not the first time. Besides, oh, funny story. Speaking of Hololive, so someone told me that there was one of the Hololive streamers. I didn't watch them before. Mostly because, I don't know, there was just something that didn't really catch my eye. So, I didn't really pay too much attention about it. Don't get me wrong, there was nothing bad about them, but there was nothing that really caught my attention. So, I didn't really, I didn't really care. Until someone told me that one of the Hololive streamers, one of the idols, had started making a lot of posts about burgers. Like, just out of nowhere, out of the blue, they just started posting about burgers. To the point where some people got really tired of that. Some people got tired of them making the burger posts. And I'm like, wait. Narissa from Hololive is making burger posts? I am now officially following them. Because, yeah. Burger idol? That's all I needed to hear. Which is ironic, because now I'm yelling at you folks about hot dog. Alright, let's see. Who's your favorite Hololive character? I love the Shark Girl and GG character. Okay, favorite Hololive characters. Or, favorite Hololive streamers. That one was a really tough one. I would say one of them was Nene from Gen 5 in JP. As for English, honestly, all of, all of the second gen. The one that dissolved over time. That was an unfortunate circumstance. The one where almost everybody's gone. With the exception of 3. Technically 2. But yeah, Hololive Council, or Promise, but I think they're still called Promise now, but yeah. What about Holostars? Okay, so, funny enough, my favorite Holostars members was the pizza man, the dude who, okay, yeah, pizza man from JP and from English. Unfortunately, my favorite ones from Hollow Stars was the two that left. We don't know why they left, but they left. It was Magni and who is the vampire guy? He kept saying he wasn't a vampire, but let's be honest, everything about him screamed a vampire. What was his name? He kept getting bullied by Crony left and right. What was his name? Dude with the bicycle. I don't remember his name. What was it? We do know why, but it's not important now. True. Desmond? Wait, I thought Desmond was Magni. Why can't I remember? I know, right? It was Magni and... it's right there. I know he's an orc now. But what was he when he was a vampire? Or totally not a vampire? Alright, let me see. Let me try to catch up some readings. I'll try to figure out his name while I'm waiting. Vampire dude. Crony bullied him a lot. No Googling? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid. Okay, let me see. Okay, so there was Regis. There was the yellow guy. What was the yellow guy's name? The dog. There was... Jesus, this is gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna figure this out. Okay, let's see. Hot dog group. Okay, so I saw that part. Lampy Donuts. Yeah, Lampy Donuts. I'm okay with Lampy Donut. Actually, no, I've seen enough JoJo's. I'm not okay with Lampy Donut. So cute. Yo, I'm glad that you like the dragon so far. I could see you being an Oscar Mayer wiener, though. No, I'm not being an Oscar Mayer wiener. Okay, you freaking silly hypocrite. Yeah, and? I ain't gonna deny it. Someone else, please make my sad attempt at actually being funny. That's fair. Winning, son? No. There was the pizza dude. Autoron? I don't remember his name. Dude with the green coat, always known for being pizza. And one thing that I remember from one of his streams was he did a gun cleaning ASMR. Vesper, that's the one. It was Vesper. Thank you there, Blobby. Vesper and Magni, those were my two favorites in English. And unfortunately, they both left. I was like, well, now who am I going to watch in Hollow Stars? I mean, I guess there's what's his name? The clown? The jester? Dang, I can't remember his name either. Hold on a minute. I know him and Magni had a dynamic after a while. It was really funny. Bettel. Yeah, there we go. Thank you there, Gio. Okay, let's see. Was it Noir? Yeah, there we go. Noir Vesper. That's the one. Thank you there, Kumo. All right. Axel, Vesper. Yeah, those were the ones. But yeah, my favorite were Vesper and Magni. I'm sorry, Kumo. I didn't see that one in time. But yeah, there we go. That's the answer. It was Vesper. Thank you there, Kumo. Thank you for there, Blobby. All right, let me see. It took me a minute to catch up with reading. Now, what was I talking about again? Yeah, those were my favorite ones. But anyway. Oh, right.
Just
also,
when Moth Dog thought the hype was over, hashtag Lampy Hot Dog.
Of course. Of course I couldn't escape the hot dog. I thought, you know what? Let's just change the subject. This is the perfect opportunity to change the subject. Let's just talk about Hololive for a minute. And then Manexus out of nowhere, like, I see what you pulled. Nice try. Like, dang it. I was so close. So close. Jerk. I'll accept it. Okay. But anyway, going back to it. So there was that one. I also liked the members from Gen 5. I think it's Gen 5? Yeah, Gen 5. The GG. am I forgetting their names already? There was Gigi, there was Cece, there was Liz, and then there was the cat. Okay, I know the cat's name, the big, the Pink Panther. I know that one's name. I just don't know how to say it. Yeah, that one. That's the name. Like, I'm going to stumble over myself trying to attempt that name. Like, I've heard it. I've heard that name multiple times. I've seen how it's spelled. And when I try to say it, it's just... something along those lines. I'm like, okay, how do I pronounce Raza? Something... Okay, I can't do it. Ra-o-rum. Yeah, that one. Ra-o-rum. Yeah, I can't do it. Liz sings so well. Yeah, but more importantly, when they're not with the rest of the group, they're an absolute monster. Like, it turns out that when they're with the rest of their group, when they're with their gen mates, they are the voice of reason, because someone's gotta hold the reins. When they're not with their gen group, that's when they have nothing to hold. That's when they don't have to be the responsible one. And then you find out just how much of a troll they really are. Do they have a hot dog song? No. Wait, does Liz have a hot dog song? God, I hope not. If Liz has a hot dog song, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Maury? No, but Maury's a good one. Maury is also a really funny one. Like, Callie is one of those, Callie's one of those people that just really bounce off of the rest of them. Like, you're not gonna not have a good time. There's no, there we go, that's the best way about it. There's no way you won't have a good time when Callie is there, because Callie is one of those people that get easily bullied. So you know it's gonna be hilarious. That's the best way to put it. Callie's one of those, Callie's one of those people where they get easily bullied by no matter who's there. So kind of like Crony. Crony's also one of those ones that I like. They also have a good dynamic. Whether they are being bullied or they are the ones doing the bullying, whether they're being bullied or doing the bullying, Crony just has a good dynamic with folks. That's the hilarious part. That also might have been one of the reasons why I watched Vesper. Because when those two are together, you already know Vesper's gonna lose his mind. Those were funny times. Sent you the pronunciation? Alright, fantastic. Let me see.
Lampy, I'm here to help you because you can't say
Dauda. Dauda. Dauda.
Yeah, that one, Raldo. Yeah, nope, it's not help. It's not working. Thank you there, Kumo. It was worth a try. Sounds familiar? Wait, sounds familiar. Wait, which one sounds familiar? Callie or Crony? Okay, alright, but I'm getting tired. I'm gonna head out. Stay strong. No hot dog. But yes, you're also right there, Blobby. Liz sings surprisingly well. Watching bullying is funny, is familiar. Oh, fair. Yeah, it's funny to bully streamers sometimes. When it's not yourself. Okay, so we got the dragon sketch so far. I think this is a good time to call it, as a matter of fact. It's almost 11. And, alright, so folks...
Example.
No example. Cease. Halt. Chill. Anyway, so we're gonna call it before another hour hits. When was this...
Hashtag Lampy Hot Dog.
When did that hype train finish? I need to make sure so I can get away. 23 minutes? Yeah, we got plenty of time. I'm gonna head on out. I'm gonna go finish off these chicken McNuggets. I'm gonna go get something to drink. And I'm gonna get out of here so y'all can shut up about the hot dog and maybe forget in a couple of days. I will be back on Friday.
Moth dog, if you will.
I'm gonna be back on Friday to work on the rat model again. I will see you all then. If you would like to support the channel, one good way you can do so is by checking out the link page. There's a lot of stuff over there. We got affordable models on the Etsy page. We got free stuff on the Coffee page. We got merch on the Teespring. We also got the throne, I suppose, if you want to help speed up the process of the Lampy plushies. And if you were... Well, I was going to mention...
Happy Moth Dog Day.
So anyway, I will see you all tomorrow for the rat model. I was going to mention the commission stuff, but commissions are closed until I can finish off the animation, the full art, and... Yeah, the animation, the full art, and the PNG, or at least half of them. If I could get at least 2 of them out of the way, then we'll call it, or then I'll bring the commissions back. But for right now, those are closed until I can finish off all those projects. I'm gonna go work on some stuff, maybe play Elden Ring. So, you all take care. Hope you all have a good night. And, we're gonna find someone to raid. Who is on at this hour? Let's find out who is on at this hour. You know what? I'm not even sure if I want to raid somebody because I'm already seeing the messages that y'all are dropping. And I'm worried someone's gonna say, like, you know what? I'm just gonna shut up. I think I have a couple of ideas of where I could drop you folks. Now, I need to drop you folks off somewhere where the disease won't continue to spread. So I got a couple of ideas. You know what? I know where we could drop you folks off. So where the disease does not spread. It will be contained. I won't have to hear more about this. I know the perfect spot. You know what? I'm not even going to put a raid message. Y'all have already picked your raid message. We're going to go drop you folks off with a, we're going to go drop you folks off with a... Yeah, we're going to drop you folks off with a minuteful. They're currently playing Fallout 3. Y'all can, y'all hang out over there. Keep your hot dogs to a minimum. I know that's not going to happen, but I can at least dream. So, there you go. We're just going to head on out now. Thank you all for stopping by. Yeah, that's about it. I'll be back on Friday. I miss Lampy already. I haven't even left yet. Anyway, so I'll be back on Friday. I'm gonna work on the Moth model. No, not the Moth model. I'm gonna work on the rat model. Continue on from there. Hopefully we could get it done at the end of the day. And with that being said, thank you all for stopping by. I hope you all have a good day, a better tomorrow, great week. And always remember, you're all awesome in your own way because you folks make these streams in this community what it is. It's awesome chatting with you folks, cracking jokes, brainstorming, all that good stuff. Maybe not this part in particular, but everything else is fine. And if you lurk, that is great too, because the fact that you took the time out of your day to have this bug rambling on and arguing about hot dogs and drawing in the background means more to me than you could possibly imagine. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Alright, with that being said, I hope you all have a good night, a better tomorrow, and a great week. And you all take care now. Stop saying hot dog. Wait a minute. Stop saying moth dog. Alright, you all take care now. Laters.